After barely surviving a battle with Traric, the party discovers a sealed journal showing visions of Etharis and The Beast, who can sense them when it's open. Realizing Traric isn't truly dead, they destroy Ramazith's tower, throwing Baldur's Gate into chaos. Unable to flee, they must complete their job for Gortash. During their rest, Thias is pressured by Zargoth, with Marlo drawn into the tense exchange. Meanwhile, Naevyel steals the journal, striking a deal with the Beast for vengeance. Closing the book, she finds Phoedele alive, and a mysterious crown in her bag. What's next in the City of Blood? Find out in Acquisitions Incorporated Session 17, Murder in Baldur's Gate, The Beloved Ranger. Thias and Mouster can get inspiration this week. As that's all we have at the moment. We should be joined by others soon, though.
So, for starting off Thias's day as he wakes up from his absolute shit rest, that is a 48 on unstable mutations. So, body fights against any form you take, cannot make reactions. Could be worse.
Yeah. Let me switch up.
And then, Karana will just roll when she gets back.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting day. Y'all have we started the day last time a little bit, but we didn't make y'all roll yet. So yeah, and so everybody's kind of waking up tired. The city's kind of still slightly in chaos, but less so than it was yesterday. Y'all had to sleep over at with the with the guild, if I remember correctly, because of all the chaos and basically even pissing off Rail with like the problem of the Flaming Fist and the Watch, basically all storming down the doors of everybody. But this morning, Rail kind of looks concerned, but not at you guys. So
That's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think the problem that you guys were part of yesterday has been forgotten a little bit.
That seems like a good thing, but something tells me it's not.
No, because we're still getting the blame for the new thing. So you know how hands have been going missing from statues recently?
Yeah.
Are we saying they're more concerned with hands being removed from statues than a tower exploding?
Well, in this case, it's because
seems like the latter would be more concerning.
I would agree.
I would also agree, except for the fact that this morning the hands of the beloved ranger statue have been removed.
Well, great. Now I'm pissed.
Oh no.
Along with...
Yeah, and so has the entire structure of the tower been removed.
Yeah. You understand
hey, Not that I'm complaining.
You understand the importance of this statue, right? This is Minsk, the hero that we're talking about.
Minsk is a ranger?
Out of game, yes. He's a ranger.
What? Really?
Yeah. And what's funny is if you play the original Baldur's Gate, his stats do not show that he should be a ranger. And so people are like, wait, how can he be a ranger with this bad of like a, I think it was a wisdom that it's really low on.
His personality doesn't fit that either.
No. So yeah, the not only are the hands missing, obviously the boo part of the statue is also missing.
Not boo. What the hell?
And so, while yes, people are still looking into the destruction of the tower, it seems that for the nobility, that's become less of a concern. I would agree, though, that generally the destruction of an entire tower would be more important than some hands, but when one of them is the hands of a hero of Baldur's Gate,
And his space hamster.
and his space hamster. I mean,
Isn't that what Boo is, I thought?
above game, yes, but not. I don't think everybody
Oh.
would. I don't think everybody would acknowledge it as that. Like a
Oh.
lot, like that's what he would claim to them if he were around.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this is a guy that disappeared like 50 something years ago. So
Yeah.
because Minsk is old. Because Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 is like almost like, once again, y'all saw Abdel. He was 100 something. And the only reason he lived that long is because he had god blood. But yeah, so I actually have some information maybe of who might be involved. I think.
I assume you want us to do something about it.
Yes. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We took the original hands. We did not take this one. This is me just being upfront with y'all in return for y'all having been upfront with me a lot. I think it's only fair. And so the from what I've uncovered, it would seem that some bored patriarch youths have been behind the hands last night. It seems they took advantage of the panic that you guys, and she puts like you guys in air quotes because y'all still haven't admitted to her that you were behind it, initiated.
It's a statue. Why does it matter? It's not like they actually stole this guy's hands.
It's what it represents. I mean, even the regular people look up to Minsk. This is a case of the patriarchs are mad because they want somebody to pay for all of the statues' hands being taken, as well as whatever's going on with the tower. But then, of course, the regular people, they could care less about the tower other than the fact that maybe some normal, some like average citizens may have been hurt in the process. But so far, the numbers have come in, and it's been pretty clear for the most part that, if anything, it seems that not maybe one or two deaths happened. But the injuries are where a lot of the growth of problem is with the tower. It seems that a mysterious figure had been already trying to lead people out of that part of the city prior to the destruction. So whoever that person is, the city has a lot of thanks they owe them. Even if they may have been part of the tower's destruction. But yeah, I would personally like y'all to find these patriarchs if you can, and I would actually prefer if you brought them to me.
Nothing else to do until this heist.
And the reason I would want them brought is because then we could expose them publicly and have their families humiliated for, being the hypocrites that these patriarchs are. They claim the importance of people like Minsk, only for their children to act so callously towards our heroes.
All right.
I sure, let's do it.
All right.
Thias just looks like he's absolutely done with anything and doesn't give a shit about anything anymore.
Like, this is a case of we're doing this just because we're being asked, and like there's nothing else to do until.
He's like, I got bigger things to worry about. Like, if you need me to just go do this shit to distract from Zargon, sure, I'll fucking do it.
Oh, okay. So this is less about just waiting for the heist. This is more of you're grumpy because of like what happened last night.
Yeah, no. I mean, if it weren't for last night, he'd be like, this isn't my problem. I'd rather just sit around and do nothing. But he's like, if I'm doing something, then maybe Zargon can't bother me.
Yeah.
If I sit down, then Zargon's gonna show up.
They can't see you if you're moving.
At this point, you a messenger, somebody in flaming fist armor shows up, holding a note for the Acquisitions Incorporated party.
Okay. I go and take it.
It's all right. It's a letter sealed with Raven Guard's like seal on it, and it's like addressed to you guys. And the Flaming Fist member he's like a private. He like salutes you as you take it. And
I give him a little nod and I wait for him to leave.
Okay, when you nod, he finishes the salute and takes off.
What does the letter say?
Oh, okay, yeah. So I assume you open it then.
Before I open it, I give Thias a little glare like, oh boy, more shit. And then I open it.
I'm gonna summarize a little bit because it's basically Raven Guard also informing you about this what happened with the beloved Ranger statue, and basically going, I want y'all to investigate and bring these bring the culprits to me so we can have them go on trial and see justice, essentially.
Oh my god, Thias, did you hear that the ranger statue's hands were stolen?
Oh shit, no way. We gonna get a letter about the tower that collapsed?
He's like, what about the more important issues here?
Why does everybody care about these fucking hands so much?
We've got
Like, at this point, Thias is just confused. He's like, what the fuck am I concerned about some statue's hand about a fucking tower collapsing?
at the same time, I think. Well, I guess you could go to these people and ask them why it's not as important. There's also one more person in your repertoire or in your phone, like who you know that hasn't reached out yet. Maybe he's busy investigating that.
To be honest, I'll just let. I think we should just let it be. If they don't care about the tower collapsing, like whatever, man. I'm not gonna poke it.
It's like no one's gonna bother us. Like, we collapse a tower, no one cares. Awesome. But why?
I'm like, I'm like, it's good. It's good that they don't care. It helps us. But I'm a little upset because I'm a little proud of it, you know?
And, yeah,
I'm like,
I'm
come
just
on, that was pretty sick
confused.
though.
And at
We
this
blew
point,
up a tower with nothing but a bird.
True, we didn't blow up a tower. It was actually a bird that did it.
um,
Yeah, isn't that what we said last night when someone asked if we did it? We said no, it was a bird.
bird. I think that's what you told Rail.
Yeah, it's not my bird.
Yeah,
It's
I think
either-
that is.
It was either Rail or Gortash. You said that too.
Yeah, one of them. They're like, no, it wasn't us. It was a bird.
Yeah.
So at this point, y'all get one more messenger. It's
Oh,
Thias.
Christ.
It's Thias's hand-holding friend, Imbram.
Your hand-holding friend?
Who?
The guy who held your hand when he introduced himself to you back in the way where he did like the
I
hand
don't
like
remember.
it's in your notes. I know you put it in your notes. I read that.
That's such a specific callback.
How do you spell this name?
Imbralym. I don't think you put it in there correctly if you did.
Yeah, see, it's
Oh,
actually
I
your
did.
fault for not remembering that.
Oh, yeah, no, I do have that in my
You idiot.
Imberlim Skoond caresses Thias's hands and says to meet him at the three old cat before we have to investigate how Del's murder. This
But
was
yeah.
at the funeral.
Yeah, this was like I said, near the start of this arc.
Oh my god.
But Imberum shows up and he's like, hey, I have a message from Duke Silvershield. He wants to.
Oh.
Wait, Imberlim himself shows up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is actually very interesting because because there's like two sorts of government here, right? Or two branches, I should say. And this is stuff that y'all would have probably picked up on by being around people in Baldur's Gate as long as you have already. Because it's been about a week in game, or 3 to 5 days, something like that, in game. And so he's a member of like the Parliament. Like, so that's a big deal that a member of the Parliament is being sent as a messenger boy to y'all.
I look over at Thias and my eyes get even wider with the glare this time.
Silvershield wants to see y'all personally at his office.
I wonder
Of course he
what
does.
this is
Can't he
about.
send a fucking message like a normal person?
Does he have our
Uh,
This could
iStone
be an
number?
email.
He has our iStone number.
From what I understand, this is a meeting that you would not wish to be spoken about publicly.
Has somebody cracked our iStone texts?
It's been hacked.
Our stone messages are being intercepted.
Let's just say about let's just say he wishes to discuss the events of yesterday with y'all personally.
What
Oh.
which event does this mean?
I'm pretty sure we all know which event. It's
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I actually don't know which one. So there's apparently one other one that's quite important.
the destruction of a major city building.
But didn't you hear the hands have gone missing?
Silvershield is aware of that incident as well, and would like to talk about that as well, but he has priorities with.
Of course. We'll be right there with them. When does he want to meet?
As soon as possible.
Some of us will be there. Tell him
Okay.
he won't have to wait long.
Alright, I will
Thias,
let
like,
him know.
Attempts to give a very bad salute as a way to dismiss this guy.
Oh, he just.
He's a member of parliament. He's not a soldier.
Thias does not give a shit.
You give just a really sassy salute.
Yeah. And so he's already like walking off before he even finished the salute.
I'm glad that they picked the two best people to receive these messages are the ones here right now.
So you'll have a few options you can do at this point. You can obviously go to the wide and investigate what's going on with the statue, or you can go see Silver Shield.
We could also split up.
You could.
Because let's be real, if all of us walk into see Silver Shield, like, we're gonna annoy the fuck out of him, and he's not gonna want to talk to us.
I don't think Silver Shield has dealt with more than 2 of us at a time.
He has not.
I think we should keep it
Who
that way.
who went and saw him last time?
It's always been Matt.
I
It's
think
always
it was
been.
Thias and Marlo.
It's always been Thias and Marlo.
Okay, well they can go see him. I guess I'm on hands duty.
Okay, so Thias and Marlo and everyone else is on hand duty.
Yep. Do we have to split up for hands duty too?
Sounds
Because there's
good.
multiple people asking about it.
Um.
Or were
I-
they? No, I guess
I
they were both
say,
like just look into it. You
Yeah,
don't have
like
to go meet anybody.
I say Rail
yeah.
has been more helpful than Ravenguard, so we'll bring him to Rail.
Bring
when we
who
find
to?
them. We'll
Oh,
bring
the
them
hand.
to Rail
Okay,
instead of Ravenguard, because Rail
Yeah.
has been more helpful for us than Ravenguard.
true. He is also second in line
agree with that?
technically. He asked second.
That's true. Rail asked first.
Uh-huh. Or did Ravengard ask first because then the guy had to transport the message?
Well,
But yeah, no, we can just go to Rail
we
first.
still found out from him second.
True.
Yeah, Rail's been more helpful.
He could have just eye stoned us.
Rail has provided a place for Obi and Panther to stay when they're not allowed in the city.
You've
All
convinced
Ravenheart
me.
Guard has done is be like, I need you to help me arrest these people.
Okay. Deal.
Cool.
It's like watching Deal or No Deal, and then
Uh,
y'all finally hit the button.
Well, we can't run off
at this
yet. What if
point-
there's another courier?
we'll
Yeah.
just
So from what
I
I'm
like to imagine that like everyone else is still asleep. Thias and Mouser are the only 2 that are awake, so they are just the ones that got stuck with all these messages. And
Yeah.
everyone else
Yeah.
is still asleep.
So-
Thias are like, all right, I'll go wake up and we can leave.
So from what I'm understanding, you two are gonna go together to Silver Shield, and then the rest of the party is, in theory, looking into the hands. Is that kind of what's going on, or?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I thought you were
Yes.
just you and Marlo are going to.
Well.
Oh no. Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
Thias and
Thias and Marlo. Okay.
And then,
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But yes, just those 2 are going.
Got
to
it.
Silver
Got
Shield.
it. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
In that case, while y'all are on your way there, let me double check some stuff. I guess y'all would connect to the wide before you get to High Hall, so y'all would probably get to the wide together and then split in order to get where you're going.
The map. I'm assuming that's correct. You know what you're doing.
Well, yeah, because... Well, actually, it depends which gate y'all in or from. I guess if y'all split back at Heap side, then
We can just walk in together.
yeah, so I guess y'all could go through the Heap gate together, go through the wide, and then Thias can... So, yeah, y'all make it to the wide. There's already Ravengard himself there looking into some clues around the site, along with some Flaming Fist and some members of the Watch. Basically, all hands on deck at this point. Thias and Mouser's tokens over to there. Oh, no. Where is he? There he is. Y'all can actually also see the collapsed tower from here as well, and you see that just as many hands are on deck over there, actually. Like, while it hasn't seemed like a priority to you so far, based on how everybody's been writing letters to y'all about the statue, it actually has been pretty. Like, there are a lot of Flaming Fist and Watch investigating that as well. Any reactions before we split the party, or?
Raven guards see us.
He looks over when y'all come through the wide, and he's like, "Ah, good. It's good to see y'all. It's been a few days. It's been a hectic few days, in fact."
We got your letter.
Ah, good.
So what have you guys found out so far?
We haven't really found too much yet. It seems that the hands were cut cleanly, very clean. Well, actually, it almost cleanly, but there's a little bit of almost like they. It starts off pretty clean, and then it kind of starts to cut. Like he shows you, like he brings you in close to see, like the edges of it are kind of serrated almost, like somebody started off clean, but then they like had to like hit whatever they were using over and over to actually finish the cut.
What are these statues made of? Is it like stone or
It,
bronze or?
it's stone.
Did it like happen at night, I assume?
Yes, we believe it happened during the evening after everything that went down during the day yesterday. Sorry I haven't called you in about that yet. They've been having me all over. And on top of that, I'm trying to get put into the seat with I'm trying to also set up a seat for myself with the Dukes, and that's stuff y'all don't need to worry about right now. But
Well,
I appreciate
we're on our way to go see Silver Shield now. You want us to put in a word for you?
that would actually maybe be helpful. I don't think he wants me in the seat, so if y'all are able to change his mind, I would appreciate it. It's from what I understand, everybody but him is kind of on board with me. But who knows? I mean, normally I would be next in line because usually it's whoever's the Duke placement that Abdel had was one of that whoever's in charge of the Flaming Fist usually takes, and also has more of a connection to the lower city. But I don't think that is in his interest at this moment.
See what we can do. And then Thias and Marlo head out of there.
All right. We'll stick with Mouser
Also,
for now.
100% did not mean anything about putting in a good word. He does not care.
Yeah, we'll
Might
He just
also
wanted to use that as an excuse to get out of the conversation.
Might not be the best time to put in a good word for somebody else too. Like, hey, yeah, so we did blow that shit up. Anyways, have you heard about this guy? He's pretty chill.
Yeah. I mean, They are trying to find somebody to put in that seat right now, but it's because, especially with the city continuously going into more chaos without all 4 seats being taken. But yeah, we'll stick with Mouser for now as he investigates, though, and then we'll go to the meeting with Silver, since they'll have to travel there anyways to over to High Hall. So, what is Mouser and crew? I assume you also brought Korsku with you.
Yeah, yep. So is it kind of just like a bunch of guards and watch mulling around, looking at stuff and interviewing people right now?
Yeah, and we'll also say for the sake of story that Naevyel and Phoedele slept in.
Wow, just like real life. uh, I'll just go approach some of the other watch and Flaming Fist and check in with them to see what they've found so far.
Yeah. So, you see that they're kind of like interviewing this lamp lad, and he's not really giving them the
A what?
information. A lamp
A
lad.
lamp? A what?
Lamp lad.
What is that?
Basically he kind of just help trying to figure out like the exact wording that I'm looking for here. Well, one, during the nights he's usually the one that's like lighting the lamps, and then
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and then he'll also like for a hefty fee kind of like take customers to onto ferries.
Okay. Did he see anything?
Um,
I assume that's what they're asking him right now.
yeah, they're like trying to figure out what he saw, because he apparently was on the route like that would have been through here.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of nervous to tell them anything, but sees you and his face kind of lights up like, oh, it's one of the heroes of the Wide. I won't tell you nothing, but I'll tell him.
Did you see anything?
Yeah, so I was around the Heap Gate looking for some customers, and I took them to Brampton, where I got a pretty nice tip for it.
When was this?
Pretty early in the early morning hours.
Okay. What did they look like?
They were wearing some fancy clothes.
Like royalty, or were they all matching?
Like stuff that we wouldn't be allowed to wear anymore with the new laws in place.
Hmm. Where did you take them to?
Over to Brampton. You can look
Anywhere
up.
specific over there?
No, they kind of just had me drop them off at around the edge of that area of town.
How many of them were there?
There were 4.
Were they carrying anything?
They had this big. They were carrying like a cloak that looked pretty heavy. They were holding it like a bag.
Interesting. Did they have any sort of tools or anything like that on them?
Not that I saw. Looked like one of them though I saw a dagger, but it looked like it was broken off.
Hmm. Did they say anything? Well, did they talk at all while you were escorting them?
Not not to where I could hear them. It sounded like they were freaking out about something, but I couldn't catch anything specific.
Did they seem upset or nervous, freaking out?
Little both.
Were they arguing with each other? Or,
Yeah, it seemed like they were arguing.
okay. Could you describe any of them?
Not really. They were making sure to wear some cloaks.
Were they, could you
Except
tell
for
if they were male or female?
well, except for one, because one of them did have their cloak off because they were holding it, like I said. They were all guys though, and the one that wasn't wearing his cloak though, I could tell had like short black hair, very cleanly cut.
Okay.
And green eyes.
Were they pretty average sized, large, small,
Um,
different?
only a little taller than me. Um,
Is this like a child I'm talking to?
yeah.
Okay. So relatively small people then, not like
Well, think like think
average or smaller?
think average teenager height.
Okay. Did they seem young?
Yeah, only seemed a few years older than me. And
The
like you
one
can
with
tell,
the one with short hair we're talking about?
and you can tell that the lamp lad is about like maybe 13.
Okay. How much did they pay you?
Uh, are you gonna? And he looks at the flaming fists that are next to you. You won't take the money,
I'm
will you?
I'm I'm curious how uh wealthy they may be.
They paid me like 400 about about 400 gold.
Out of universe. That seems like an extravagant amount to walk across the town. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Did they imply that you needed to be discreet or anything? This seems like a large sum for a casual
They
walk at night.
they did mention some discretion, but with everything going on, obviously I don't want to be taken in by the fist.
Well, we appreciate your cooperation here. Hmm. Okay.
They won't know I said anything, will they?
No. We have plenty of ways of getting information. Um,
Good kid, Korsky says, and kind of like like he like puts his hand on the kid's head and kind of like messes with his hair. He ruffles it a little.
I'll kind of mention to the guards, maybe keep an eye on him for a little bit,
Yes, sir.
just in case. And then I thank the kid. Um,
Can I have your autograph?
of course.
It's kind of like meeting in a, it's like being questioned by it's like in the Marvel universe if you were questioned by police and then Captain America
Mhm.
showed up to like finish the questioning.
Mouser thinks he's hot shit now that he hears that.
Korsku also gives his autograph and like the kid is like super ecstatic.
Actually, how about could you show us where you dropped them off in Brampton? Could we walk over there right now?
Sure. Yeah. Um, did you not want to
We'll have.
investigate anything else here before you left?
Is there anyone else that's talking to some guards who looks?
No, but you can see like they're still like doing like forensic sort of stuff, like looking around for anything
Mhm.
that could have been like maybe any clues left.
Maybe I'll walk over to the statue and do a quick, what should I do?
Well, if you're doing a quick glance over, then I'm gonna argue that it might not
I
even
will
be.
walk over and I will do a full-on
Okay.
perception check.
Okay, I was gonna say if you're just glancing, I was about to make it a passive.
I do see, I see what you're saying.
I
So I'll
will.
do perception instead of
I'll accept. Yeah,
investigation.
I was gonna say I'll accept perception or investigation. Yeah, but I see why you'd say perception because I'm looking at your sheet.
Much better at one. And I rolled a 7.
Let's see if Korsku can help out. Go ahead and do that with advantage. Korsku's looking around too.
Okay. With the same modifier, or does
Mhm.
Corsica have a different one? Okay.
Nope. Yep.
8.
8. One better. The most that you can see are you see a very obvious brooch and broken dagger piece on the ground.
A brooch.
Yeah, like a the little thing you wear, a brooch.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I've heard that term so many times in my life, but I don't actually know. I searched it and I've got a machine tool. I know what that kind of brooch is.
2 O's CH. BROOCH.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a pin almost that you.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. But usually they're like fancier and have like it's like Seth put it in the comments. It's like a hairpin
Gotcha.
almost.
I accidentally
Yeah.
typed in Brock as well with just BROCH, and apparently that's some sort of fort.
Oh.
I'm learning all sorts of new words today. I'm gonna pick them up, and I'm going to let Panther take a little sniff of them.
As you do, go ahead. Okay, let me have Panther, I guess. Let me see if I got anything for
I
Panther.
believe Panther has some sort of smell
Yeah.
ability. Let me go look up what it is.
Allowed in the city.
Keen smell. The Panther
Oh,
has an
wait.
advantage on wisdom checks that rely on smell.
I forgot. Yeah, Panther isn't in the city.
Oh, he's not? He didn't come with?
Mm-mm.
Damn. Okay, well, never mind then.
Raven,
I don't do that.
Ravengard hasn't re-enlisted the ability for y'all to break.
Yeah. Do any of the Flaming Fist like investigators have dogs or anything?
Yeah, they have like some like small dog, like enough to like follow
Okay.
the law.
I'm gonna wave one of them over
Yeah,
to
and
come assist.
as the dog's sniffing, one of the Flaming Fists are like, "Wait, I recognize that crest."
From where?
It's and he kind of like stops himself before like finishing what he was saying.
I kind of widen my eyes and raise my eyebrows. You recognize it from where?
One of the you see,
Spit it out. I don't care why you know where it's from.
it's one of the patriarch family's crest.
Which one?
The Ravenshade family.
Are they the natural sworn enemies of Ravengard?
No,
The
but they're
the Waluigi of the Ravenguards.
no, sir, but they are a very revered family within the.
The guard's like, who the fuck is Waluigi?
Yeah. Um. It's one of them. In fact, their patriarch, like the main head of the family is a member of the parliament.
Not the guy who came and saw us, I assume.
No. And the other guard kind of like after the dog finished just sniffing the knife as well, the dagger, um, which also kind of has its own little symbol in it, has like a crest on it as well.
The same, a different one or the same one?
A different one, and the Flaming Fist guard's like, yeah, I think multiple families were in on this because that's the Oberyn family.
How do I
Another
spell Oberyn?
Oberon.
Okay.
That's another family that has seating within the parliament. Maybe we should we're gonna go, and they start to walk over to Ravengard.
I'm gonna follow them. And I'll loudly say, yes, let's show Ravengard.
Some watch member soldiers are looking over as they were not called over, like as you called the Flaming Fist over. Some of the watch guard kind of look over and raise their eyebrows at you as they like see you carrying this brooch and dagger. Yes. What seems to be the matter?
It seems we found some evidence here.
Yes, sir. This might be very troubling news. It seems the evidence might point to two well-placed patriarchs. That is concerning. But we also need to take out any case of corruption here, so who is it? And the two Flaming Fists kind of look down and are expecting you to answer because they don't want to be the ones to deliver that news.
It appears to be the Ravenshade and Oberon families.
All right. Well, then, it seems the next line of questioning would be to talk to the families and see if maybe they know where their children went.
Do you know where those families live?
Yes, they're up in here in the upper city area of town.
I was hoping he'd be like, oh, in Brampton, of course.
No, they're more in the Manorborn. They're in the Manorborn section of town.
That makes sense. The fancier area, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Out of game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, but I think it's on brand for Mouser to not understand this fully. But who exactly do the Flaming Fist and the Watch serve here?
So this is above board because you do know this.
Oh, okay.
So the
I was
Watch.
gonna say it seems a bit like something Mouser wouldn't know or give that much of a shit about.
So the Flaming Fist are mercenaries technically, but they have kind of sworn themselves to be protectors of Baldur's Gate as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why you see the Flaming Fist. You might even see the Flaming Fist beyond the city of Baldur's Gate, still acting as the law. But
Mhm.
that's because they're mercenaries. In reality, whereas the Watch works specifically for like Silver Shield and the Gondian Church more so, and act as a kind of they're more protectors of the upper city than true protectors of
Mhm.
Baldur's Gate.
Gotcha.
So
So I think it's reasonable in this situation to trust the um, Flaming Fist a bit more than the Watch.
I can't provide an answer on that. That would be a you decision.
Yeah. That's my claim I'm going to make, and I'll stick with it, I guess.
All right.
I guess we'll head over that way. I guess I'll ask um, Ravengard if we should head over there now.
That might be best. And don't worry about the lamp lad. I'll make sure my men are keeping an eye on him, so that way when you get back, we can investigate that as well. I might actually
Mhm.
send. I actually might send some men over to Brampton now to kind of look around and see if we can find them.
I think that would be best.
All right. So then we'll have Korsku and Mouser start making their way there.
I think the phrase I should have said when I asked the guards about the lamplet is look after him rather than keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
I'm realizing that implies different things.
And just in time.
Oh,
Perfect timing for us to end that section, so we can jump to uh, Thias and Marlo. That might have been the best
Brandon's still
timing
getting
we.
set up, so give
No,
it just
yeah,
like
no, yeah.
another
But
minute
that,
and she's going.
but no, that might have been the best timing we had though. Was like, okay, we're done with this section. Oh, look at that, she's popping into the game. uh, but it would make sense to jump to y'all soon because they're gonna pass you guys to get to where they're going.
Yep, just give us like a minute for her to finish getting
Yeah, we
set
can
up.
do that. Yep, I'll finish my Coke Zero. Not sponsored. So what do you think of the investigation so far, Mouser? I know for Mouser, because I know originally it was like, we don't care about this. Now it's like, oh wait, there is an actual mystery here, and a lot of moving pieces. Because like you can see where.
my whole genius thought going into this was I'd do what I do in every single situation, and that's talk to an animal about it. But we
You,
figured it out before I even got a chance to ask like a bird about what happened.
yeah,
So
you talk to a child instead.
yeah, I talked to it. I talked to a child instead of a bird this time. It was a bit odd.
But hey, you got to be, seen as a celebrity for a second.
That's true. Yeah, that was pretty sick. The birds don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Unless I'm notorious as the guy who pays birds well.
I feel like you
Now.
were I feel like you were the best option though for that to happen because I feel like Marlo would be too shy to be seen as a celebrity, and and I feel like Thias would not care. Is what I would assume would be the reactions there based on previous
Mhm.
interactions. Whereas Mouser and Korsku are all on board as being seen as like celebrities.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Korsku's like, I've never even thought I could be this before. Everybody else is like, run away, a monster. This kid said, I want your autograph. Kid wants to grow up to be like Korsku one day. Make sure to eat your greens, and maybe you too can be a large, hulking barbarian.
Just don't eat too many greens. Your skin will turn that color too.
become friends with make sure you become friends with a wizard, because then they can make you even bigger.
Yeah.
Sorry, were you trying to say something? I thought I heard.
I just said yeah.
Oh no, I thought I heard on Corinna's mic. But...
Oh. Mm-hmm.
let's see.
Karena's having mic issues.
No, you're good. I thought I heard like a soft, like her say something into the mic, but it was real soft, so I couldn't tell.
No, Karena, just say something. Now and see if like my laptop will pick you up.
Hello.
Yep, I can hear you. So.
You can just use my laptop mic then if you're having trouble.
Is that working on your end?
Your mic's or his mic is working. I can hear you. Yours I can't hear anything coming from.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
It's fine.
Let me see if I can figure this out.
Yep. No, you're good. I had some technical difficulties too. Just so. This is just the episode for it. I think I know I fixed mine, which is because I've been trying to play Avowed. I had to pump up what my Nvidia card is doing, and that drains the battery. So I put it back onto its normal settings for now. So, since I'm not playing Avowed currently.
Karena rolled for Marlo's goose status, and once again, no one knows because she rolled an 84. This is honestly kind of starting to get kind of frustrated that no one has figured out that she has this problem too.
You might want to check your girlfriend's dice.
Well, I've been using different dice every time. And
It's
can I be
well,
right now?
it's the classic weighted 84 on the die.
Yeah.
I see that I'm turning green now.
Yeah, there we go. Yep, it's echoing.
Incredible.
Yep. There we go.
Okay, so can you also hear me on Karena's mic too?
Yep.
What are you rolling actually? Is there a D100?
You roll two
It's a-
D10s.
Yeah, I have a
Oh.
percentile and then a D10.
Although I do have
Gotcha.
I do have a friend that does have a D100.
Which
Very
is just
round.
a sphere.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
essentially, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and jump now, if everybody's ready, to Mouser and Marlo, and them being
Thias and Marlo.
or Thias and Marlo. Sorry, is Corinna caught up to speed with what's been going on?
Yeah, I got her caught up with everything.
Okay, cool.
So did she hear that some hands have been stolen?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody stole Somebody stole Minsk's hands from the beloved ranger statue in the wide, which
Yeah,
means.
did you know that Minsk is a ranger? That was news to me.
Which also means they stole the Boo part of the statue as well, because Boo is cupped in his hands, because it's him holding Boo. This is what the statue is. Have I shown y'all the statue? I know y'all been in the wide before. I can't remember if I've shown y'all the statue.
I remember it's come up before, but I don't know if you sent a picture.
Yeah, I can send a picture real quick as y'all get brought into Silver Shield's office. Y'all know the whole thing. Y'all know how this goes. He has you brought into the the high hall, and you Imberlum leaves you. He was walking kind of with y'all at first, as well, and so he kind of, or no, he walked you into the high hall. He didn't come with you because he went ahead. That's right, because y'all told him to tell Silver Shield y'all would get there eventually. So he walks you, and he's like, "Ah, you made it. Let me bring you to the Duke." And so he brings y'all over into the Duke's office, where he's just sitting, waiting. Seems his docket is cleared out for you guys. Also, there's the statue. It's on the sidebar. So it's But yeah, he's like, welcome, welcome. Take it, please, take a seat. It's good to see y'all again. I know we didn't quite leave things off last time in the best of circumstances, but hopefully we can fix that today.
So, how?
Yes,
Talk about that.
let's talk about the tower and the fact that I know you guys were involved.
What do you mean?
And the doors are already shut at this point, and like nobody else is in the room, it's just you three. And he goes, look, I get it. Traric was a pain in my ass too. I understand wanting to get back at him, but you also put some of my people in harm's way in the process.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Quite an accusation that you're making there.
Backed up by the people themselves who were there and saw you and know what you did.
Oh.
And who would those people be?
Traric himself, as well as the current owner of Ramazith's tower, Leroican.
All right. Well, let's say that this theory of yours is true. But what are your next steps? What do you want?
Well, this can go a couple of ways. The first way is the way I don't want it to go, where I arrest you and your friends and everyone involved. It may take a while to find some of the others involved, but we'll get everybody rounded up, and we have a proper trial for what you did, and hold you accountable. Obviously, this would be bad for everybody, which is why I wouldn't want to do this, because,
Love that you're bringing that one up first. That makes total sense.
well, it's the obvious choice that anybody in my position if would need to consider for the good of the people. But also it would be bad for the people because you are the heroes of the Wide, and to bring the evidence of what y'all did to light would make the city hurt more than it already is. And so you can see why I wouldn't want to go down that route.
And what is option 2?
What is behind door number 2?
Option 2 is you help me out with a situation of mine that I'm working on.
Is this a little trouble that you got yourself into and just need someone else to clean up? Because that's a little sad.
Let's just say your group of individuals were not the only one bringing in high shipments of smoke powder into the city.
So what, you need people taken care of?
I need y'all to make sure that maybe something similar happens within the next few days in a different building.
What? Wow. Wow. I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but that was not it.
So you want us to blow up a tower so that we don't get framed for blowing up another tower?
It's not framing if it's the truth now, is it?
That's how you see it. Let's keep talking about this though. This is very interesting to me. Tell us more about this building that you want to see go boom. Is it about the building or is it about the people?
It's about the people in the building, but I don't know if I can trust y'all with more information than that. Because y'all have not exactly proven yourselves as worthy allies, now have you?
What have I done to you?
You have worked with those that have brought more chaos to the city and have made it harder to work with me.
So you'd
You've worked,
rather just ally with someone that just sits on their butt,
well,
does nothing?
I'd rather ally with people that would work with me rather than my enemies.
Mm.
So far, y'all have not been willing to work with me at all since you've arrived in the city. You have constantly worked with either the Guild or Raven Guard.
What do you have against Raven Guard?
You don't like birds?
Raven Guard is a fine man. He does his part within the city, but he has higher ambitions than what he deserves.
And you don't have higher ambitions? What do you want in life? What makes you tick?
The key words being what he deserves. My higher ambitions are ones I do deserve.
All right. Not that I don't believe you, it's just if anyone were to say that, like I automatically think that they have an inflated ego of themselves. And like, listen, I don't know enough about you to like prove whether that's true or not, but it's just very funny that you phrase it like that.
Look, I'm just trying to help the city and keep it in line. If that means getting rid of the Parliament,
So,
All right, so that's what we're
is
blowing up.
Traric gonna help you with this?
no, I've made sure he's left the city.
Oh, he has.
He's been enough
Was that
problems.
before or after he came to you with this supposed information?
What do you mean you made sure? Got a
He's
little gold horse for him?
he's been enough of an issue for everybody involved here, including you, and so I made sure that he's gone. He came to me with the evidence of your arrival, uh, at the tower and what happened, and I also have the logs of the the calls for the watch that showed up to arrest y'all before the tower blew up. Yeah, you forgot about that. I'm in charge of the watch, didn't you?
You know, I feel like you
Yeah,
think
I did
that
forget
I
about
feel
that.
like you think that people think about you a lot more than they actually do.
Well, maybe you need to think a little bit bigger if you're gonna be playing my games here in the city.
Who
But
said we
here's
were
the
doing
thing.
anything? You're just telling us stuff.
We could leave this city whenever we wanted. But clearly you need us.
That puts us in an interesting position now, doesn't it?
If you try to leave this city before helping me out, I will make sure that y'all are on trial for the blowing up of Ramazith.
It sounded like that would be more trouble for you than us, though.
I'm sure your beloved ally Ravengard would love to hear that y'all were behind that as well.
So
Listen,
what? Just a little act of terrorism? That's what you're asking for?
Well,
Just putting that out on the board. That is what you're asking for.
two terrorisms don't make it right.
All right.
sorry, I was looking at what Seth typed in the chat. um, look, if first I would need you to do some other jobs for me to prove that I can trust you with something as important as doing what you did again.
Like what? Getting your groceries?
Well, one, finding those patriarch boys that were behind the statue, the beloved ranger statue theft, and bringing
We
them
got
to.
people on that already.
Yes, but are you bringing them to me?
You're bringing him to justice?
See, justice...
Listen, you snooze, you lose.
Justice is a little bit interesting, don't you think? What what some people consider justice, others would consider, the ending of fantastic futures of some young men.
Oh, I've heard that one before.
They are. I mean, why destroy such bright futures?
Why destroy such bright towers?
Yeah, I mean, you're
These are
talking
just
about one person. Let's say that this tower goes kaboom, right? How many people are in there? How many of those futures are getting?
we're talking
Especially with the.
about. I mean, we're talking about people that are in their 60s and older. They've lived
How
their
old are you?
lives. I'm like 50, maybe in my 50s. Yeah.
All right,
So we'll just wait 5 years and
all
then come
right.
back for you.
We got some ageism in here.
Look, these are people who have lived their lives, correct? And we're talking about Parliament, since that's already out on the table. We're
I'm
talking
sorry,
about
but can I talk now? Okay. So this to me sounds like a coup, right? You're trying to get rid of the current government officials so you can run in and be the hero. That's what that sounds like. Now, if I were smart, which is debatable, I would think this would be a perfect way to like frame people that you don't like. And like you could totally frame us and be like, oh, they committed these horrible acts and killed all these people. I'm gonna bring these people to justice so that y'all can trust me as your new leader. So it just feels like you're just putting us under the bus. Whether that's your evil plan or not, I don't know what your life is. It just feels shifty. So those are my 2 cents. But who knows if I'm smart or not.
so is that a no?
Well, you haven't given us much information.
Look, we'll start off with you helping me out with this beloved ranger issue, which honestly, I care more about the towers incident, but everybody else seems to be caring about this. So you bring me the boys. I'll settle the incident with the public, find somebody to blame. Shouldn't be too hard. The guild probably is involved somehow, right? He kind of gives a wink. Um,
Ha 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 ha.
Well,
so
if we find them, we'll make sure you find them.
Bye. Marlo just starts leaving.
Thias follows her.
all right. I guess
As
we
the
could.
demon Thias goes, should we just kill
What now?
We can have the split parties meet because like by the time y'all would be getting out of the meeting, theoretically, Mouser and Korsku could be passing y'all.
Hey y'all, I can talk now.
Did we lose Mouser?
Oh,
I'm here.
Oh, okay. The hey y'all, I can talk now. Even though that would make no sense to Mouser or Korsku.
Cool.
it's
Was
meta. Don't worry about it.
was talking not problem before?
Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too hard. What did y'all do?
Found knife, found pin thingy.
Anything?
See, I'm not the only one who didn't know what it was.
Knife and pen.
Like
Is it like a? Do you mean
so
like a
it's a
chisel or like a
like a
stone?
like a brooch.
Oh, oh, pin.
Yeah, like hairpin.
Oh, pin. Okay, I thought you meant pan.
Oh, a pen. I thought you meant a pen.
So do we think that that's like a scene of the crime? Like this is gonna lead to the hand stealer?
Yeah, we think it might be the children of two noble families.
Oh, fun.
Oh, cool. Like a
Also,
Romeo and Juliet situation? I mean, a situation in which there are star-crossed lovers that don't have a specific name?
No, I think they're just hooligans.
Oh.
Cool. Well, we have a third person who wants us to bring the culprits to them.
Well,
Guess who it
and
is?
it did sound like there
also-
was. It did sound like there was 4 culprits, so we've even got a spare.
That is a good
Um,
point, though. They could bring one culprit to each person.
This person absolutely did it.
Silver Shield gets 2 because
He's
he
dumb.
kind of
No,
knows
no,
that
the fourth
responsible
person's gonna
for
ask us.
forward.
We know this. Acquisitions is gonna be like, hey, did you guys hear about this whole hand stealing thing? And we'll be like, okay, well, you get one of them too.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard what Thias just said, but like we're definitely suspicious personnel for the the Kaboom business.
Silver
Well,
Shield is kind of the leader of
did
the
you tell him
guard.
it was a bird that did it?
Silver Shield knows that the guard was called to arrest us. Also, he confirmed that both Traric and the Rokin are alive.
Yeah, he said he made sure that they left the city. Dun dun
Oh.
dun.
Not in a
Hopefully,
pine
more
box.
powers have them back enough.
Yeah, didn't seem to do too much since they're still.
Well, it was
alive.
cool.
And Silver Shield wants us to blow up another tower.
Yeah, he wants us to commit some,
Huh?
terrorism.
He said if we don't blow up this tower for him, he'll tell everyone we blew up the first tower.
Well, more importantly, this tower is Parliament.
That too.
Huh?
I think we should just kill him.
Yeah, so basically, I think that he just wants to like start a whole chaos government coup thing.
He wants to blow up Parliament?
He wants to blow up That is what he said. Well, he wouldn't tell us what it was, but then he let Parliament slip because he's just a little.
So I have a question. I was walking with Ravencard. Is he here?
No.
Fuck. I can just picture his eyes getting so wide hearing this while
No, I would've-
we're just like, oh yo, he wants us to blow up Parliament? That's crazy. And
I would've been-
Ravencard's like, he what?
Also, letting slip that y'all blew up the Ramazith. No, I would have made very clear if Ravengard was still with y'all. No, you're good.
I mean, this could be some like hot goss for him.
Arresting 6 people today? Let's go. He'd be making Grand Duke for sure, baby.
So, like, we could, kill some people. We could just leave.
What do you mean could?
Honestly.
We know that's gonna happen eventually.
What, leaving or killing? Both.
Well, both. Leaving or killing, leaving, and then, well, we're hellbound anyway, so we might as well keep killing.
I mean, clearly it is important to figure out where those 2 evil little jester men have disappeared to after getting out of the tower.
I'm
Why-
sure
so-
we'll find out soon enough.
What do we have on the to-do list right now?
Terrorism.
Find who stole the hands, find who stole the hands, find who stole the hands, blow up Parliament, go to hell,
Yeah,
find
that's-
find those 2 guys we blew up who didn't die. I think the list is getting a bit long at the moment.
Like, I don't.
Yeah, especially that one thing that's repeated 3 times.
Yeah, I don't want to go to hell right now, but it feels less annoying
Hold
than
on,
talking
weren't
with
you
the-
all
yeah.
suggesting we do it immediately?
I'd rather deal with demons than bureaucrats.
Listen.
To be fair, Thias, both are lawful evil.
I can have an idea of something that needs to be done without wanting to do it. All right.
Let's just deal with the hands right now.
Actually, technically,
All
you'd be
hands on deck.
dealing. Yeah, technically, you'd be dealing with devils, not demons. They are technically different in D&D.
That's better, I think.
Yeah, once again, devils are lawful
Is it
evil.
better?
Yeah,
Devils have rules.
devils are lawful evil. Demons are chaotic evil.
Oh,
Demons will just like eat your nose.
demons are the Joker. This is
Yeah.
my Joker. I am the
Demons will like
Joker.
rip off your leg and make you eat it.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So, with that, I guess y'all are making your way up to Manorborn section of town.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it would be pretty sick to tell Ravengard that he's trying to blow up Parliament, personally.
I mean, you could, so Ravengard was on his way there. He went ahead of you, essentially, while you, so.
I mean, let's not do it right now, but I think that's a good option. Because I don't think personally.
The problem is,
Look, I think the lesser of the
Shield
two.
tells Ravengard that we blew up the first tower.
Okay, well,
How upset is he?
I think Ravengard could forgive us if we told him that he's going to try and blow up Parliament and overthrow the government.
We were doing that tower thing for the greater good.
Yeah, that guy's trying to kill all humans. I think we were justified.
Now, what we could do is tell Ravengard, and when Ravengard shows up to arrest Silvershield, I charm him to make sure he doesn't say anything about us blowing up the first tower. And then
You charm Silvershield or Ravengard?
Yes, I charm Silvershield.
Yes, he's like, yeah, both.
Yes.
Charm both of them. What's the problem?
I charm Silvershield so that Silvershield doesn't tell Ravengard that we blew up the first tower.
Well,
And
wouldn't
then-
like any
Look,
of Silvershield's men also
I
know?
think we should kind of ask for a preemptive pardon.
I don't think Silvershield would trust that information to his goons. That seems like important information that he would want
Even if he
want to
trusts it
not
to his
let it
goons,
act
I
that
think
way.
if we convince Ravengard, like, hey, so we've got some intel to spill, but you have to forgive us ahead of time. Like pinky
He would
promise.
still love us if we did treason, right? It just we didn't, but you know.
If we are you saying he would love us if we blew up Parliament?
No, I was trying to make a joke and it didn't seem to land right.
Oh, oh, sorry.
Or we can get evidence that Silvershield is trying to blow up Parliament, and when we tell Ravengard, we also frame Silvershield for blowing up the first tower. So that's when Silvershield tries to blame it on us, it seems like just a frantic way to divert the blame.
Oh, that's a good.
Can't we just like have a friend?
I think at this point, I mean, you know, I'm the one who forgets everything from previous sessions, but Ravengard seemed pretty chill to me. I think if we're gonna kind of spill to somebody, I feel comfortable doing it with him.
I wouldn't feel comfortable telling anyone that works for the government that we blew up their tower.
Look,
What?
we blew up some rich people versus this guy's trying to blow up Parliament and overthrow the government. I think those are a little different.
Wait, we can just say that Traric and Lorokin were working with Silvershield.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
So that's why we blew up their tower. But then we didn't realize Silvershield.
Ooh, yeah, we could be like, yeah, we uncovered their plot and blew up all their explosives.
But then
but we underestimated how much explosives they have.
We underestimated how much.
We'll be like, oh, we didn't actually see all the ones in the basement.
There was this bird that just came in with like 15 more barrels.
Instead of the devil made me do it, it's the bird made me do it.
Yeah,
Burn,
yeah, I
you
told
do
the
it.
bird to just go dispose of the explosives, and it turns out there was a lot more than we bargained for.
Did you know that those things explode? I thought they were just heavy.
Did you know smoke powder is like super flammable?
Guess what? They should really put a warning on that.
I'll be like, yo, have you heard of smoke powder? This shit's crazy.
I was trying to make a cloud, dude.
Uh,
Need a warning
well,
label on
anyways,
that.
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
in our
dude, I
final
have heard
plan
that smoke
to,
powder causes cancer in California.
Okay, what are we doing?
with our plan to
Sounds like y'all are
tell them
planning.
that Silver Shield wants to blow up Parliament, and while we do that, we also say that Silver Shield was working with Larokin and Traric, which is why we blew up the tower.
Maybe I agree, but maybe we should solve this hands thing first, so we can kind of be like, yay, you're so happy from us doing this. Also,
Do
you
your
know,
chore. It's when you.
get
It's
him
when you.
get him in
Yeah.
a good mood first.
It's when you do your chores on time without being asked, just so you can ask your parents to go out.
Yes, yes, precisely.
Sounds like a good plan.
It's the beginning of the Jimmy Neutron movie when he makes the diamonds and he gets the flowers and everything, and he wants to go to Retroland.
The beginning of the Jimmy Neutron movie is not where I was expecting this to go. But, you know,
Look, I'm old
What?
enough that I remember that. Okay.
yeah, I remember it too. It's just I did not make that correlation.
That's exactly what he's doing, though. He's buttering up his mom, and then he's like, "Can I go to Retroland on a school night?"
Oh, Jimmy Neutron.
And then he wished his parents to go away because they said no, and he snuck out anyways and got in trouble. Anyways, I assume y'all are walking and talking. We're doing the Aaron Sorkin thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing-
coordinated.
Yeah, we're doing the Aaron Sorkin walk and talk. If this was a TV show, that's how we do it. We'd film it with y'all walking and talking and making your
CJ,
way.
that is a reference I actually get for once.
Yeah, I mean, because you got West Wing, you got Social Network, you got
Yeah, my roommate used to watch West Wing a shit ton.
West
So I
Wing is.
finally get one.
I mean, it's good TV.
Yeah, from the bits I saw, it was good.
Anyways, yeah. So y'all make it over to where y'all see Raven Guard waiting in front of one of the noble houses. Ah, there you are. Oh, and the rest of you are here. Perfect. Did he fill you in on what we found?
Yep.
Good, good. All right. This is the Ravenshade family. So let's go
Your
ahead and
mortal enemy. Your Waluigi.
my what?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually say that in universe to Raven Guard. I'm like, yeah, your Waluigi family.
I have no. They're not really enemy. We work together just fine. What? What?
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Hey, I just guessed that they were a Manor-born. Guess what? I was right, according to Forgotten Realms wiki.
What does that mean?
The Forgotten Realms Wikipedia. So
No,
the
I
setting.
meant, what does them being Manor-born mean?
I was which part of town? I was right.
Oh, I see.
Central West area, actually. So, close enough to where I put y'all. Okay. So yeah, so you, I guess, he knocks on the door then, if none of you will.
Yeah, go for it.
And you find a elven man who opens the door with black flowing hair and a beard to go with, and green eyes. Yes, can I can I help you? Ah, Ravenguard. Is there a problem? Um, there might be. Have you seen your boy? No, he's been out with his friends. I've been worried actually after the tower blew up, if he was in that part of town. Is he okay? Um, well, he might have, gotten involved with some hooligans last night. My associates here can probably better explain and ask you some questions. And he kind of lets you all take the reins.
Was it the brooch that had his symbol on it? I'll show it to him and ask if he recognizes this.
Yes, that's my son's.
Where was he last night?
Like I said, I'm not sure. He went out during the day to party with his friends, and then
Do you know which friends he was with?
he tends to keep his associates to himself. I know that maybe there was an Oberon boy.
Interesting. Well, have you heard about the hand thieves?
Yes, indeed. What a such disrespect to our hero of to one of our heroes of Baldur's Gate.
Yes, of course. Well, unfortunately, we found this along. I'll show him the dagger piece as well. We found these at the at the statue this morning. And some of the locals reported 4 young men leaving the scene.
Well, I know that he was likely with the Oberon boy, and that makes sense seeing the dagger. I think he mentioned somebody involved with the Durenbold family, but they're not really. I mean, they're more tied to Waterdeep, but they have patriarchs within Baldur's Gate as well.
What was that last name again?
Durenbold, so Durinbold.
Mm-hmm. And you haven't heard from them since last night?
I haven't heard from them since the tower incident.
Has Ravengard said kind of anything, or is he just observing?
He's just observing, seeing how y'all operate. Because, I mean, so far since working with y'all, he's kind of just sent y'all out on jobs and not really
That's true.
followed up. So he hasn't ever seen how y'all operate.
Well, unfortunately, the evidence would suggest that your son wasn't involved with this thievery.
Well, if my boy's involved, hopefully, we can put this matter to rest and the people of Baldur's Gate will get their justice.
Yes, agreed. Do you know where he typically goes with his friends?
Anywhere, honestly, but, I mean, if they're truly on the run, they could be anywhere.
Apparently he was last spotted in Brampton.
Well, that would put him by the docks. So that is worrying, because then they really could be anywhere.
Has he been gone for an extended period before?
Not to this degree. Normally he comes drunkenly home, wanting breakfast uh, by now. As y'all are hitting like maybe almost brunch hours.
Um, I'll look over to Ravengard and suggest that we might want to post a few watch members nearby,
Yes.
or Flaming Fist nearby to see if he turns up.
Yes, we'll post some people with all the families mentioned. I'll also check in on the Durenbold family as well. I guess you guys should check in with Brampton Docks, see if you can find something, and see where they might have headed. Maybe somebody there knows.
Can do.
And here, and he like kind of sends y'all. He like trades like information, so y'all can sending stone. We need to, in case I find anything or you find anything, we can reach each other.
Of course.
Got new stone number.
Yep.
New stone, who dis?
All right, so y'all leave Ravengard to start operating over here in the upper city. Which way do y'all want to go to get to Brampton?
Swim.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
But I mean, I assume y'all will leave the upper city immediately, go into the lower city and go around, or are y'all gonna stick in the high city until y'all get to that side?
I'll just go into the lower city.
Okay.
Wherever we don't think that Silver Shield's gonna see us.
Yeah.
I don't want to run into him.
All right. As
So
y'all
swim.
as y'all travel through Bloomridge, y'all start to smell something of that's almost like sulfur and smoke coming from an alley.
I'm burning.
Um, do y'all look at?
As we just sort of wander past it.
Are y'all gonna like kind of double take or keep going?
Yeah, we can look down there.
Y'all
I
see
peek my head around the corner.
Yeah, so you see like the trash that's starting to pile up over here, right? And almost like somebody just put all their trash out here in preparation for like garbage day, right? Um, and near like kind of in the near the top of this pile, you see a cracked ceramic bowl, and you can tell that like that's where the smell is coming from. And
I don't like this.
Marlo specifically, you realize based on your using your knowledge of magic and alchemy, you realize that the substance is the characteristic of a batch of smoke powder.
Oh, so they're just making it?
More like somebody
Oh.
threw it out.
Or they threw it out. Okay. Okay.
So it's a bowl of smoke powder just sitting there?
Weird choice of a cereal, but alright. Yeah, I mean, Silver Shield did mention that there were more people with the smoke powder. So this seems important.
Didn't he imply that was Parliament?
I don't know what he says or what he means or what he looks like.
He's saying Parliament has smoke powder.
He wasn't very clear on anything.
He was just like, you aren't the only ones with smoke powder. But like this is in the trash. So what does that mean?
And if y'all
So is he saying someone's gonna blow us up if we don't blow up Parliament?
I didn't think that, but like maybe.
Or is he suggesting that we should blow up an existing stockpile?
It's help.
I'm gonna cast detect thoughts. I can search for thoughts within 30 feet. To try and see if there are any creatures nearby that I can detect.
Are you like trying to look for anybody thinking about leaving their smoking powder residue in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
You don't find anybody thinking about that. It's mostly everyday thoughts. A little bit of people still freaked out about the tower blowing up.
Are there a lot of people nearby?
Oh yeah. It's a crowded, like it's lower city, so it's crowded with like homeless and people that are on headed like just walking throughout town. And most people are like thinking about, man, I got to move out of the city. It's getting worse and worse by the day. And you've got some people that are like specifically worried about the tower. You got people that are like, who the hell would take hands from statues? You've got just the normal thoughts, the things that everyday people are more concerned with than. So.
Okay.
Well, I think we'll need to stop by here again in the future.
Do y'all examine the bowl more, or?
I'm afraid to touch it.
You plan not to touch stuff.
Is it gonna make us stinky?
Well, here's the thing. My whole thing is like burning things. So you think I should touch it? I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm smart. Says with an 18 intelligence. Like
It's not like you can't control your burning abilities, though.
I know.
I will
I just don't want to touch it.
leave Dongo here to keep watch.
Okay.
Only one.
Put Dongo on the board.
We're gonna walk away and hear an explosion, aren't we?
No, I don't know about that.
I mean, if I have to roleplay anything with Dongo related to smoke power, it's gonna happen.
Where did...
Especially if Dongo's making any rolls.
Yeah. If I have to roll anything for Dongo when he is within 10 feet of smoke powder, something's blowing up.
Where did I put Dongo?
Yeah, we couldn't figure out a way for Dongo to blow the shit up before. When we want to, it never works.
Now it's his chance.
Okay, I'll put him right on Bloom Ridge.
Oh, good.
Let me put Phoedele back on.
Dongo didn't blow up the tower. He failed his rolls in other ways. He made a guard throw up.
That's true. He did make a guard projectile vomit upon seeing him.
Yep. Alrighty then. So then we will continue with y'all making your way further to the other side of town. Over to Brampton.
Making my way down.
And y'all make your way to the docks over there. And the lamp lad's there.
The who?
The lamp lad that
Oh,
m-
lamp lad.
yeah, the one that Mouser talked to. Mouser, Korsku, and he waves at y'all.
Oh dear.
Oh look, more Heroes of the Wild. Can I get their autograph too, Mouser?
No.
Yes, they'll sign it for you.
Probably ask Mouser for their autograph.
Yes, of course you can have their autograph.
Can I write
Yippee!
it on your forehead?
Oh, actually, I have this paper with Korsku and Mouser's already. So if I get
My
all of
question
y'all,
still stands.
but then I could lose the autograph.
What, you trying to sell it or something?
No, I just want to be able to have it forever.
Oh, fine.
And he's giving like puppy dog eyes.
Whatever.
This is the
Here's
guy
my
who gave us the
signature.
descriptions of the criminals. Show him some respect.
Alright, Marlo.
I imagine like Marlo like tries to take up as much space on the paper as possible.
Oh, absolutely. She's that kid that like writes on the cast and like takes up all the space.
Okay, John Hancock.
What about Thias? Is Thias gonna?
Thias is gonna like just stand there until the lamp lad literally walks up and holds the paper in front of his face.
Yep. Yeah,
And then
he's
he'll just like take the pen and just like write the letter T.
Oh, he knows how to write.
Oh, he's literate.
and he looks at it, and he's like, takes a second. This is the best thing ever.
It's really sad.
Alright, what do you got for us, kid?
Oh yeah. I promised to show Mouser the where I brought them. So this is the guy, and he like points y'all to a ferry operator.
This guy?
Yeah, what do you need? What are you doing, kid? Got more people for me? No, these guys are. I want to talk about the people I brought last night. Oh yeah. What do you want? And he looks up at y'all.
Did he bring 4 young men to you to go on the ferry?
Yep.
That sounds incredibly sudden.
Yeah, that's. Did he bring those 4 kids?
Where did you take them?
Out.
Wow.
Oh, out. All right, case is closed, ladies and gentlemen. We can go home. I don't actually say that.
He just kind of
Mouser would say it.
he kind of like not very subtly holds out his hand.
Is Ravengard with us?
Nope.
I'd give him a high five.
Oh yeah, he went the other way.
Yep. Yeah, he stayed in Upper City. So
You
Marlo
actually give him a high five.
Yeah.
it's more like it'd be more of a low 5, I guess, because he's like holding his hand out. But yeah,
I slap his hand. I don't care what it looks like.
it's the
But I'm
Gale.
straight-faced the whole time.
It's the Gale in a portal scene when you choose to slap his hand.
Yeah, exactly.
And he just goes. Then yeah, out.
Do we have any of the Flaming Fist with us?
Nope.
No.
That once they saw you show up to like, they kind of were like, okay, the kid's safe.
Gotcha. Oh, they walked off?
Yeah, they walked off.
Motherfuckers,
Damn.
what? You weren't done yet. Wait, are they still walking away?
No, they're long gone now.
Motherfuckers, what the
By the
fuck?
way.
1-star review. Worst bodyguard service I've ever used.
Gonna put this on mercenary Yelp.
All right. I give him 50 gold.
Yeah, and he starts to, like, scratches his beard as he puts the money away. I took them out to... At first, they were thinking about just heading out, but then they told me that one of the kids said that they knew somebody over in Twin Songs, and they could stay there.
Hmm.
I think they were heading towards Worm's Crossing, personally, but
What do they have with them?
one of them was holding a this kind of cloak with it looked pretty heavy.
Like it had something heavy in it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did it seem like he was trying to conceal it pretty obviously?
Yep.
Hmm. Did you overhear any of their conversation?
Nope. And he holds out his hand again.
You know, if somebody in the group had detect thoughts, that might be pretty useful right now.
I don't want to run out of spell slots entirely.
You motherfucker.
I have 2 spell slots and I already used 1.
All right. I give
I'll
him
give him
another
another
50
high
gold.
five.
Wait, what? What'd I miss?
I give him another high five.
Oh, okay.
I'll give him another 50 gold.
50 is a lot.
Yeah. He puts it away, starts to play with his beard again, and goes, "Yeah, they heard one of them mention Hadru."
Is that like the name of a person or a place?
Yep.
You gonna say which one, or do
So
you
there was
want?
actually 2 options there. You can say which one.
Person and place. So, yep.
Oh. Where and who?
Horgold Hadru. He owns a pottery shop
Pottery.
out by
In
the
Twin Songs?
in the southern part of Worm's Crossing.
Ah, so across the river.
Yep.
Is this just what you do with your life? You just like stand here and go, "Yep."
Nope.
He's the big fat guy from GTA 4 who's like, "Yep." Did you hear anything else they said?
Nope. And he kind of shrugs, and this time he doesn't hold out his hand, and like kind of starts to get back to work.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Could you describe them?
Yep.
While I'm waiting.
I'm about to punch this guy in the face. I swear to God.
He holds out his hand.
Buddy, I've given you 100 gold. I think that's more than enough.
Give me intimidation. Because I imagine Mouser is yelling at this guy.
I have to look at my stats.
That's how I imagine it when it's
Where is
Mouser.
intimidation under?
Charisma.
Oh, charisma.
Charisma, yeah. So you got a +1 there, buddy.
Ugh, I got a 9.
He like not only is holding out his hand, now he's like opening and closing his fingers like, "Hey, where's the money?"
Do you know why we're asking about these 4, perchance?
Nope.
Well, we
I
seem to
pulled
believe
one
that
of
they
mine.
have stolen the hands off of the Minsk statue,
As
and
Melzer says that,
it
Thias
sounds.
to his hand with his knife.
Hold on, repeat that.
As Mouser is talking, Thias pulls out one of his knives. And when Mouser says something about missing hands, Thias gestures to the man's hand with his knife.
All right, give
This
me
isn't looking too good for you.
give me intimidation with advantage.
14.
Ooh.
He puts his hand away and goes. The most of them were wearing cloaks, but the one who was holding his cloak, he had short black hair, green eyes, average height for someone that was maybe about 16, 17.
Do they all seem young?
They were about all the same height, so yeah, I would assume they're all within their late teens.
Did they forget
Ooh.
anything on the boat?
Just some of their gold. And he gives a little smirk.
You should get like an actual job.
Says adventure. Yeah, because adventuring is a real job.
When he says they left a little gold and smirks, I respect him a little bit more now. I think that's pretty funny.
And when Marlo said get a real job, he was like, adventuring, yeah, because that's a real job.
Did you see which direction they went when they got off the boat?
South. Like I said, I think they were going towards Worms Rock and more than likely head into Hadrus from the sound of it.
Okay. Well, I think we're done here.
All right. So then I guess y'all are making your way out of the city towards the outer city.
What is actually out of universe? What does a ferry cost typically? What would I expect to pay for him to ferry us there?
Let's see. I would probably not use this guy, but based on how he's interacted with y'all so far. But only really 2 gold apiece.
Oh.
Per actually, sorry, 1 silver apiece per mile.
Oh, so nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, let's see, how many miles would it take to get from... Oh yeah, y'all could probably get, yeah, because I'm looking at it, like, if... I wish I could, like, make a little line that I could pick up and then carry. 19.4...
I mean, it sounds like it'd be like, if it's 1 silver per mile.
And then if y'all are
for
trying
the
to get
group
to...
of us. Yeah, we'll go to that pottery place. So what, it's like 2 gold for the whole crew?
Sorry, we got distracted by insane wind. What's happening right now?
He's trying to figure out the cost for a ferry to get y'all across.
It's the fucking big bad wolf outside or something?
There's some
Yeah.
big wind, dude.
Whole house is shaking.
Yeah, it's very, very loud.
Oh,
really?
damn.
Like the big bridges next to me are closed because there's so much
Oh.
wind.
Damn. Is it snowing or?
Nope.
No.
Hmm.
It's supposed to this week. We're supposed to get like 2 feet.
Yeah.
Let's see. I made that gold conversion that gold conversion calculator, right? It's
Well, because the gold's just 10 silver, right?
yeah, so it's yeah, it's not even a gold. It's because like I did the math. It's like 1.5 for each of you to get there. So it'd be and then per to get all the way to that part of town. times 4 brings it to 6 gold, essentially.
Okay.
Or 6 silver, sorry. 6 silver, event essentially. So, not even a gold. To get you from, like, the dock here.
Instead
Oh.
of saying, I think we're done here, I'll be like, all right, how about you take us there?
Okay. And he shrugs and, like, points to his boat. Hop on.
Wow.
Thias will slowly sheath his knife while making eye contact and then get to the boat.
Sounds.
Alright, and he's not even going to ask y'all to pay, because how much gold Mouser already gave that man.
Your god, yeah.
Exactly why I'm making him take us.
And then, yeah, y'all end up at Rivington.
It's about the concept, it's not about the actual money.
So, he brings you to Rivington.
So I guess we'll head straight to this,
Yeah, y'all are able to find Hadru's shop pretty easily. And you see him standing outside, selling some pottery, because it is still operating hours. Good day, heroes of the wide. Welcome to my shop. What can I get you?
Do any of them look like just like the one that we just saw in the alleyway?
No. Let me double check. Hold on. You mean the pottery?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Let me double check.
Yeah, are there 2 quest markers at this shop?
Double checking. Because somebody has these made, so let me double. No. Nope.
Rats.
You were hoping. You were like, hey, we're already here.
Here.
Let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Why would you kill birds? They're like your best ally.
That's true. That's true, my bad.
2 stones.
Blow up 2 towers with 1 barrel.
Well,
We already made the joke last time. I won't make it again.
There have been so many times I wanted to this session, especially since you now want us to blow up another tower.
Okay. Firstly,
wait,
hold on. Firstly, he never said
I
it.
won't tell you what Karana said when I was updating him. What happened?
Firstly, he never said tower. He said
Who's he?
building.
I don't give a shit. It's taller than 2 stories, it's a tower.
I don't know if. Do y'all know where Parliament resides in this universe? I think y'all should.
You think Mouser gives a fuck where they are?
Okay. I mean, y'all have been to the building.
Have we really?
say, I thought we had been to.
Well,
Oh, is that where the
I mean,
funeral was?
Thias and Marlo have been to where. No, y'all all have, because it was where the funeral was held. High Hall.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Y'all keep going to it. Y'all just left it when y'all ran into after he.
Listen, there are a lot of places.
Y'all were in it when he said, "Hey, let's blow this Parliament up."
That's fine.
Yeah.
High Hall.
Place he was in.
Guys, I have an idea. We have them host Parliament somewhere else one day, but we don't tell Silver Shield, and then we blow it up when he's in there and no one else is.
That sounds like
His
perfect plan,
ass.
and we should do it.
Got him.
We just take Parliament and put them somewhere else.
This, but unironically. We're all having this conversation, and the pottery guy's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We're professionals.
I imagine Korsku would be Patrick in this situation. He would suggest it that way.
Absolutely.
He is kind of the Patrick of the group. We love him
Although,
for it.
well, hold on. It's also like late SpongeBob season Patrick, where he sometimes has just random moments of being smart for no reason, though, because Korsku is
Well,
actually
Those
like,
are the best comedic bits, is when the stupid character is randomly really insightful.
yeah, because Korsku is actually like deeper than that. We've had conversations about that. It's just we haven't dealt with the consequences of that.
He's actually woke and based as fuck. Okay, yeah, so we walk up to the pottery dude.
Hmm.
Is it just him in there, or are there like employees?
Well, he's out like outside, like it's out like at like a little open air
Oh.
shop.
I gotcha. And then there's like a little
Yeah, then there's a building
room in the
behind him
back
where
they're actually
yeah,
like doing shit.
yeah,
Okay.
like the actual build, like his actual shop is where he like has the pottery made during like whenever it's slower.
Yeah. Do we know the Raven Shield or Shade's kid's name?
No.
I don't think we ever got that
Fuck.
information.
That probably would have been good to ask.
Yeah,
Shit.
okay. The description absolutely matched like the family resemblance.
Well, it'd help to be like, hey, do you know this kid?
I mean, we can say the last name.
Yeah. Did the Raven Shade's son stop by recently?
Ravenshade. No. Why would Ravenshade kid stop by?
Oh, you haven't seen him recently?
I don't know why anybody from the upper city would be down this way.
Does he seem suspicious while he's saying this?
He sounds suspicious.
I'll roll perception on
I
him.
wanna
To
buy
see
I
if
would
he's
say
kinda-
I would say if you want to call out anything, an insight check.
Should've one of our
Insight.
rolls.
Oh, good. I'm still good at insight too. Thank you.
Yeah, I need
And I
the
rolled.
yeah.
Dude, I've got the mat rolls. I rolled a 7 now. I
Yeah, I
haven't
need-
rolled above 10 all day.
Or are we providing help to Mouser?
You can roll separately. I want the vibes checks. Everybody check his vibes.
Mouser's fucking clueless.
Oh yeah, Marlo got like a 6.
Nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Matt, the curse is broken.
All
Dude,
right,
he gave it to us. That was what he rolled today. The goop curse is given to us.
as y'all are as y'all are like questioning him, Thias, you notice that he's like his brow is sweating a little bit, and he's like his hands are like getting a little twitchy as he answers.
Well, his parents said he went out last night and he hasn't returned yet, so we've been helping check around for him. Somebody mentioned that you were familiar with him and some of his friends.
Why would I be familiar with anybody like that? I mean, I work all the way out here in Rivington, and
It's
like
kind of like
you're seeing his like you're sort yeah like you're just, yeah like you're seeing his legs shake a little, and you notice that his eye like he kind of starts to dart his eyes over like he's almost looking through his peripherals behind him.
It's like, but rests his hand on one of his daggers and just looks at the guy and he's like, we can do this 2 ways.
Oh, wow.
I'm taking a little. Mouser's taking a little off guard because he was clueless. He thought this was just some dude.
Mouser's in there thinking like, did you finally use detect thoughts?
I stone message him just DT question mark. Gotta conserve my words. Remember, we're on a limit that doesn't actually exist.
Yeah, we gotta.
We've
We threw out that
It's,
limit a
it's,
while.
limit, a limit that we break
yeah.
every single time. Don't worry, I've bought more minutes from.
Yeah, I was gonna say y'all have a phone plan. Y'all have a
Yeah.
phone plan, but thankfully, like it's on the company phone policy, so they're able to bump up the minutes if they need to.
Yeah, the company's stone policy gives us unlimited minutes. And also boot texts.
Which,
Unlimited data.
but y'all still have to pay extra for if it's a long distance.
Yeah,
Unless
that
it's
realm.
unless it's nights or weekends.
Convenient.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
No, man, old enough to remember having to wait till it was like nighttime to call somebody.
I'm glad that I just missed all that. I just missed dial-up too, actually. But that was probably because my dad was just kind of like a tech nerd, and so he was ahead of all that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. So, he kind of. Oh, I guess we should do an intimidation check again if you're gonna be throwing knives out.
I'm just resting my hand on it.
He's throwing knives like he's Ryan Johnson or something.
I'm gonna trust him, even though I don't notice anything. I'll see Thias do this, and I'll kind of cross my arms intimidatingly as well,
Okay, so that'll
just blindly trusting him.
give him. Oh yeah, so that'll give him with
I got help on that.
yeah.
Thank God, because of the terrible roll.
Oh no.
Nat 20.
Let's go! Oh my God, Matt's gonna kill him. he's
I rolled
on
a
scared
5
straight
this
right
time.
now.
He's like, all right, look. I know where they are. I owed the Durenbold family a favor. If you just don't say anything, I'll let you take the kids out, and we can be on our way.
As far as I'm
I will
concerned,
be-
I've never even heard of you.
And he's like, all right, they're inside. There's a little trap door. They're in there.
Pleasure doing business with you.
And he kind of just nods and kind of smiles nervously as he looks to see any other passerbys who might be, he might try to sell his wares to. So, yep, he just lets you beat past him as he does that.
Good work, Thias.
Thank you.
Got his ass. I didn't even have to talk to a bird.
2 nat 20s in one encounter? That's easy for me.
It sounds like when we first started playing and I was just typing /roll20 instead of.
It's like when Brit rolled 3 nat 20s in Naevyel's introduction,
Oh yeah.
and we robbed the entire town.
Patty and Hattie. All right, so y'all are inside. I assume y'all open the trap door and see the 4 kids hiding there.
Yeah.
Hello, kids.
Oh, damn it. I knew we should have paid Hadru more.
Do you guys want our autograph too?
Not at this moment, says the
So
Raven,
later.
and that's the Raven Shade.
Thias says, "Why don't we help you one out of there?" Reaches his hand down and says, "Let me lend you a hand."
Unless you have
Got
some
him.
for us.
And he kind of like frowns, but they know they're like, they know the jig's up, so they kind of just go with you. Did my father send you?
No.
Too bad.
He's like, oh, he doesn't give a fuck about me.
Too bad.
All right, well then, where are you gonna take us?
What's in that cloak?
I think you already know.
No,
And he
I'm
ca-
actually completely unaware. Could you I'm just curious.
He opens it because he once again he knows that this is like they ain't getting out of here with at this point. Like they know that you've got them, and so they like open it, and you see these big like meaty looking hands, and in them is this little hamster that are in statue form.
So why exactly
look, we got a little drunk, okay, and we were partying, and we thought about, haha, all those other statue hands were taken, and what if we, took this one as well? They'll blame it on whoever else, it wouldn't have been a big deal. Who
So you're not
cares?
involved with the rest?
No. And he
Well,
almost says
what
that,
the
like, he says that almost offended. Like, you really think I would?
vibes check?
You don't need the vibe check. He's just like,
Oh,
no, you can tell he like didn't.
Also,
He's like,
Rail told us that they were responsible for the others.
yeah, that too.
wait, so Rail told us they were responsible for the others?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, these four or Rail
Like
as
the
in...
Rail as in the guild, as
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Okay, that's why I
So
was confused for a
yeah,
second.
so the
I
guild
forgot
was
about that.
yeah, so the guild was involved with the other hands on the statues, and that was like just to mess with the nobility. This one
I
was
I was
this
confused for a sec there, yeah.
this one, a bunch of drunk teenagers basically were like, they pulled a Simpsons taking the head off the statue. When Bart takes the
Yeah, uh-huh.
and it's like, but that's like a hero to the town, and so that's a bigger deal.
Mm-hmm. Well, not the smartest choice, is it?
All right, well, I mean, I assume you're just gonna take us to our parents, anyways.
Mm, might split you up.
How?
I thought we decided to take them all to Ravengard to
Yeah.
soften them up.
Well, what about...
For-
It's just
for
Ravengard
making
and Rail
them-
now, right? We said we were gonna bring them to Rail first originally.
We did, but then we changed it because.
Oh, we have to
needed
get Ravengard on
right
our
button
side?
so that we can tell them that we blew up the tower
Uh-huh.
and say that Silvertail was the blow up button.
Yeah, okay, we'll take him to Ravengard. Yeah, true.
All right, in that case, all you have to do is head to Worms Rock over at Worms Crossing.
All right, let's go.
Bye, kids.
Yeah, y'all are basically right there. I mean, you just gotta cross the bridge. Like, not even completely, just halfway across the bridge. So yeah, you bring them to at Worms Rock. You have the Flaming Fist checkpoint, and they see you have the kids, and they're like, "Ah, you brought them for Ravengard.
Mm-hmm.
Did you let them know you were coming?"
Nope.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I text him right now. We found him. and as I'm like quickly like holding the stone right by my pocket, glancing down, I send it, and then I look up and I go, "Yep."
That's a case of that's one of those another like parent asks you to do something and then you quickly do it at the last minute. You're like, yeah, I did it.
I did that exact thing a week ago in the Taco Bell drive-through where I realized I didn't actually send the mobile order, and I was like, "Oh, you don't see it?" And then I clicked it on my phone. I was like, "Are you
Wow.
sure?" And they're like, "Oh, I actually see it now." And I'm like, "Phew."
Wow.
Wow, that's not
So hey Taco Bell, here's
Hey.
here's the confession.
Hey, for all you out there, it does actually send really fast. It was literally like 5 seconds later. They're like, "Oh yeah, I see it now."
I hope that they saw like order placed.
Yeah, I think they
definitely. I promise you, they probably get this all the time.
I was gonna say they probably also definitely see the time that it was sent.
Yep. But I got my food pretty quick still, so honestly, props. I was very impressed.
Yeah. So good job, Taco Bell. Not sponsored.
Facts. Taco Bell, hey, if you're looking for a group to sponsor.
Yeah, I do. When I was in college, I did go to Taco Bell 6 times a week.
So
Woohoo.
So I guess Taco Bell did fuel this podcast, this game.
Facts.
All right, so
If there's any corporation I'll shill for, it's fucking Taco Bell.
because you only now message to him, it's gonna take a few hours, but eventually Ravengard gets there, and he's like, "All right, you got them? Ah, yes. All right, kids, we're gonna have to deal with this. Obviously, um, we'll just have to have an actual trial for them for this."
Well, another successful job. And I
And
kind
so,
of look
yeah.
over at Marlo and Thias.
All right, kids, we'll bring you over to the sea tower. And so, yep, he's taking him to prison.
So,
Make sure
before you
they're
go,
yeah. Oh, before he goes.
well, those four can leave. I don't think we want them
Yeah. So,
involved.
but before
Technically, yeah,
Ravengard.
they're like guards.
Yeah, he's got guards to take them to the prison, and so
Okay.
like basically it's to prevent the parents from being able to intervene or anything for as they get sentenced.
All right,
During
so listening.
our investigation, we've uncovered a bit more information unrelated to these four, and we'd like to speak with you in private about it.
Okay, I guess I'll take you to my office then. And he leads you upstairs to the office where you see his son waiting outside the door.
Should we
And-
blame the rest of the hand stealing on Silver Shield too?
The hand stealing? No. That,
Okay.
let's not overdo it. Okay?
That's too much work.
Let's not overdo it, okay? We gotta make this legal.
But yeah, he so his son is waiting outside the door, and he pats his son on the head and says, "Hey, you gotta play along. I gotta speak to the heroes real quick. Maybe you can talk to them after." Okay, Dad.
Kids
Any-
are obsessed with us.
I look at the kid, I'm like, do you want Marlo's autograph?
Can I write it on your forehead?
I think I don't know. I think Thias is cooler.
Ooh, goo guy.
Thias is like so like Thias smiles for the first time this entire campaign. Nah, Thias has smiled before. But Thias like smiles and like stands up super straight. Despite the fact that his body is currently morphin forms.
Yeah.
What, you
and-
think this guy's cooler just because he's got goo?
And he walks over. It's like, you got anything for me to sign?
Yeah. And he pulls out like his like how to be an adventurer like book that he got, and he like opens like the beginning of it.
Thias
I
signs
cast
his-
magnify gravity so that Thias drops his pen and can't pick it up.
I think like my whole arm would droop to the ground with that.
And can you say to Will? So it'd be WYLL. Raven Older says he's like it's WYLL.
Why don't you want my autograph?
Did you actually cast
Yes.
anti-gravity?
Yes, I did.
Thias is essentially a puddle on the ground right now.
Oop. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Do you want my autograph instead? I don't look like him.
I mean, I guess. And he kind
Mouser
of
kind of like Mouser
Why
kind of
don't you
does
like
that like
me?
Mouser does that like discreet head shake. Like, no, you don't.
Why
he
don't
kinda-
you like me?
above game. You know why I picked Thias, right?
Oh, just like for meta reasons? Yeah.
Yeah, because Will becomes a warlock
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Yep.
I picked the warlock as his favorite because that's what
He's
he
like, wow,
aspires to be.
I'm gonna be Goop someday.
I'm gonna be Goop someday too. Yeah, apparently we're all gonna be Goop.
Actually, when
Yeah.
he's asking if he could get or when you're saying, do you want Marlowe's instead? I'll be like, she can fly.
Yes, I can.
You can fly?
Yep.
And his eyes kind of light up, and he's like, you know what? I want all of your autographs. You're all awesome.
How long does amplify gravity last?
Hold on, let me look it up actually. Magnify, okay, I can't spell magnify gravity. I don't think it lasts very long. Yeah, an action.
Oh.
Yeah, so it
It's
should
a
be like,
turn. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it lasts 6 seconds.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Oh,
like
okay.
by the time he's decided to get everybody's autograph, you're back.
Yeah, and Thias picks the pen, and he signs his full name this time, not just the T, and he makes it take up. It's a book, so he makes it take up a large majority of a page.
No, anyone could just commit identity theft with you. That's not
You
nice.
now, do you leave like a cute little specific note, or do you just do the to Will?
Just 2 will.
You will go on, brother.
What's the god that you owe your soul to or whatever?
Zargon.
Be like, don't fuck with
Zargon.
Zargon. Signed Thias, don't fuck with Zargon.
It's almost like a yearbook thing. That's more of a yearbook message. Like Zargon's in the yearbook.
He signed DFWZ. that's the new like hag-ass or whatever. DFWZ, don't fuck with Zargon.
Nah, he just assigns his name just as like 2 will.
Yeah. All right, and then everybody else gets a chance to sign and.
When I sign mine, I say, from Marlo, you will like me someday. I'm so funny.
Korsku signs and goes, Korsku, stay cool.
Does Korsku grip the pen like with a fist? Not like
Yeah,
a normal way
yeah,
of he like
yeah.
grips it with his fist.
Yeah. Like he's holding the pen with the whole hand,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then he hands it to you knowing that.
I just sign it normal.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, Heroes of the
Don't
White.
get into any trouble now.
Thanks, Dad. And
Don't steal any hands.
I won't. And he runs off, and Older's like, oh, thanks for putting up with that.
That.
I think he put up with us.
Just like the idea of calling your son that.
Look, you know I have to play Older a certain way when it comes to his relationship to Will, all right?
I know.
I'm locked in by the canon of Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
All right, so
we're already in a weird timeline, okay? Like, we can fuck it up.
So he brings you into his office finally, and he like locks the door and go because he assumes that this is like important. And he's like, "All right."
So
And he holds up a finger
Rip
before
the
you.
Band-Aid right off.
Yeah, as soon as you say, "So you know, Traric," he like holds up a finger. And he's like, "Hold on, somebody else is in this room." Corin, what are you doing here? And almost like from out of behind the curtain, but like y'all couldn't see him, comes Corin, who's just in Ravenguard's office.
Well, howdy.
I love how I'm watching on the tabletop simulator and you go out of nowhere, and then I see your big hand fly off the screen to go pick something up.
Hey, he is out of nowhere.
Do we know this guy?
Yeah, y'all met him at the funeral.
We've met a couple
We
people.
met a lot of people at the funeral.
He's the
But this guy also
Lauren.
hold my hand.
Oh,
Did
we
I
don't
go
have
friend or
we
family
don't
with
have
that?
Corin in the notes.
no.
Unless
He's
it
an
was spelled
Yeah.
wrong.
He's an-
The notable NPCs notes is very outdated.
he's he was an ex-adventurer who was friends with Abdel, and I think Elminster helped introduce y'all to Corin as well as back to Emmeline.
Oh, it's Coran. Maybe that's why I didn't see him. I did
Yeah.
Coran.
Yeah, Coran.
Well, he's still not in the notes.
I probably spelled it wrong.
Probably.
Wow, I can't believe that.
I can. I've read the notes.
You have. I remember like early sessions you would correct some of my spelling errors.
Yeah, I've given
Like,
up.
I go back and be like, oh, that's how you spell that name, but you don't do that anymore.
No, but I do like looking back at them just to see what you found important to write down. So that way I know what's important to you, so I know what to,
I'm not
Make-
sure that's a great way to determine what I find important. It's more of a sometimes I remember I should be taking notes and I write down even unimportant stuff that doesn't matter.
Look though,
And then
but
sometimes important stuff's happening and I forget to write down notes.
but if you remembered something, that meant it was more important to you than the thing you forgot.
No, that's not true. Because half the time when I'm actively role playing something, I'm not taking notes, so I
Yeah.
have to go back
That's
and
fair.
remember it after the conversation.
Yeah.
But
I was
when
gonna
other
say-
people are role playing stuff, I can write down when they do stupid shit.
It sounds like
Oh.
Austin has also though been helping with.
No,
Yeah,
I was gonna
I'll
say,
have to
if
help
I'm
them if I
writing
really
shit
appreciate it.
down, if I'm writing shit down, Matt's fucking not paying attention because I barely write shit down. I'm like, I'm the
I
guy
will not pay attention.
whenever you're playing any game, I'm like, wait, what's the score, guys? Like, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
8-7, yeah, I believe you.
Anyways, yeah. So
You
now
can- you can tell that I was not paying attention during your investigation earlier because you started taking notes.
Yeah, I went and looked because I forgot something that CJ said like literally 2 seconds ago, and I see not a single bullet point under it, and I go, oh, like I guess I gotta do it.
all right. Well, so Corin's here, and Ravengard's just like, we can trust him.
Just to clarify, like, where was he?
Oh, he was behind a curtain. Man was in this office, just
Worried in the
waiting.
Well, what is he again? He's like an adventurer or something?
Ex-adventurer. He's now one of the patriarchs. He's part of the. He's actually in Parliament.
Oh, good. That's a great place to be.
Oh, he might care about this a little.
Yeah.
Maybe potentially.
Yeah. And Ravengard goes, I reluctantly trust him, so I guess.
Reluctantly?
That's not very reassuring.
Yeah, that's not something you really say out loud.
Wow, Corin's got a glowing review.
Corin's like, coming from Ravengard, that's like a 9 out of 10.
Well,
I
here
believe
in
it.
Parliament, you'll want to hear this.
Oh,
Okay.
you found out about that.
Huh?
What?
What?
Oh, you thought that man could keep a secret?
That makes so much more sense. Actually,
I've been hearing rumors about this for a while.
that's awesome.
Well, it's not a rumor, buddy.
Not a rumor. He
Actually,
was in league with Traric and the Roken.
you know what? No, hold on.
Parliament?
No. Corin, I want to hear you explain this. Let's just make sure we're on the same page here.
Older's like, yes. Can we all be on the same page? Can somebody tell me what? Apparently, everybody knows but me in this room.
I waited
Well,
for him to say some shit that's completely unrelated.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rose and painted a different color?
So from what I understand,
Sorry.
so apparently somebody's been stockpiling some smoke powder.
Yeah.
Wild, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
Where?
um,
I
through
just
the
agree with checking on Dongo.
they've
I'm
been
probably
doing
not close enough to checking on Dongo.
they've been doing it
How
through the
far away from Dongo am I?
I would say over a mile at least, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like almost a mile and a half from Dongo.
Is Dongo able to stay active that far out?
He can stay active that far out, but I
I
can't.
just
I think I can only assume his senses. Um,
yeah, there was a distance at which you could like use him as your FPV drone.
It's more than a mile and a half. It's almost 2 miles out.
yeah, well, that's a bit more than 100 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Whose feet are you talking about?
I mean, look at this. That's 100 feet right there on the board. I mean, 100 feet versus a mile.
A little much.
So, where are they stockpiling all this smoke powder?
I've been hearing that the harbor master has been taking in shipments. Now, I don't know exactly where they've been going with them, but yeah, they
Who's they?
well, like where whoever is taking the. I have my suspicions because the man is very clear that he hates Parliament, but I cannot
is-
confirm.
Do you want to like stop using pronouns and give us some names?
Why you don't like pronouns?
Mouser adamantly against pronouns. Mouser's no he him. You wanna be a little more specific there, bud?
Sorry, I had to
Actually,
take the
I'm gonna
opportunity for
call
that joke.
Oh, I realized the instant I said it that was like that's complete softball. Look, of any of the characters in here, it's probably Mouser.
No, well, no, it would have been what's his name? It's Zach's character, but he's gone.
Oh, actually, good
Yeah.
point. It would 100% be said. Oh, mark at value.
Yeah, market value. Yeah.
I'll be more specific. Do you want to use some specifics instead of they, them, this, they, he might, he, who?
Yes. Yes. Okay. I believe Silver Shield's probably involved, but once again, I can't prove it. That's why I'm being vague.
No, he is. Yeah, he is.
Well, that's why we're here. Silver Shield wants to blow up Parliament.
Older Ravenguard's eyebrows, like he raises an eyebrow at this because like he's like that's a serious accusation to be making.
It's not an accusation. It is true.
He told them. I pointed those to him like he told them to do it.
He literally asked us to.
Unfortunately, we didn't know about his involvement in this plan. We just knew of Traric and Marlowican. We may or may not have been involved with disposing of them to, prevent this.
Apparently that didn't do anything, though.
So, let me get this straight.
Ravenguard's just gotten so much info in like 2 sentences. He's like, what the fuck?
He actually has to take a seat now because like y'all have been just standing around his desk, and now he's like finally like, okay, I need to sit down. You're telling me not only is one of the most powerful people in the city planning a coup with no evidence at this moment, mind you, because you haven't provided any. But also
His
you're saying
word from his mouth.
you understand why this is clearly a case of
Just let him talk. Just let him
Oh,
talk.
I understand, but I'm still gonna react to that like he said it, bro.
um and then now on top of that, you are telling me that two other very highly engaged in politics individuals who we believed could have been dead are not dead for one. But on top of that, y'all are the ones who blew up the tower.
Well, yeah, it's because they're helping a lich kill all humans.
Thias telepathically says to Mouser, dial it back.
Stop.
We're all in, bro. We're all fucking in at this point.
Yeah, so basically the world is gonna end and we're just trying to make that not happen and
We
all the
were
politics are
we
getting
were in
away.
the right here. I want to be clear. We were in the right.
We are being good people.
Silver Shield is actually the least of our concerns right now, but we figured he's one of yours.
Yeah, he's annoying, so
At some point, we need allies in the city, and we figured this is the best way to get one.
That's a terrible way to phrase
yeah,
this.
that makes it sound like we are framing everyone. That is
No,
not.
no. We're telling him all this so that Ravengard trusts us and is on our side.
At this point, Ravengard's like got a hand on his on his
Is he
temple,
gonna have a heart attack? Like, is he okay?
and he kind of just is like, "Oh, Abdel, I wish you were here right now."
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately, Traric.
Oh, shocker. Related.
So this had nothing to do with his brother wanting to kill him, because that's what I understood. But
Yeah, his brother was sent by Traric.
okay.
Sorry, shit's a mess.
Okay.
Don't mean to dump this all on
Just
you.
go. Okay.
Look, we
No,
haven't
we
seen
do need
we
to dump
haven't
it
seen a
on you.
therapist in months, bro.
We need help.
Yeah, y'all probably have like insurance through acquisitions at this point, except for Marlo, because she's not officially an employee.
I will never be tied down by a contract.
Marlo's a contractor. They don't get health insurance.
Right?
Um, so y'all could probably see a good therapist at this point, but yeah.
What, you think Mouser is gonna see a therapist?
You think Thias, the guy who stole powers from a ancient being because he wanted to bring his dead girlfriend back?
Just
You
gonna
think
see a
that guy
therapist.
will see a
Ah,
therapist?
To be honest, if we talk to a therapist, they'd probably just fry their brain instantly.
Yeah, I think we need
Kind of like what you're doing to Ravengard right now.
Group therapy session.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We
Is this
didn't have
Ravengard speaking?
yes.
'Kay.
We did not have this conversation.
Correct.
Agreed.
Oh, I thought you were just in denial for a second.
He needs a
Oh.
therapist too.
Look, we didn't have this conversation. We need to get our ties. We need to force my seat into the Council of Four soon, and we need to get rid of. We need to stop this plan at the same time. So, Corn, what? I can't believe I'm asking this. What can we do? Can't believe I'm asking you this specifically. Yeah, neither can I.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Well, we need to act like we don't know what's going on. Otherwise, Silver Shield may not seem the smartest man, but he's got more brains than it seems.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Silver Shield thinks that I'm just an idiot.
Oh yeah, he probably Silver Shield probably underestimated you guys. He tends to do that with people that he considers less than him. So what we're gonna do is, like Ravengard said, we didn't have this conversation for one. Two, the best things we can do is you guys got to keep helping Ravengard with whatever, right? We need to get him in a position of power where he can do something about this, right? Because right now,
And I'm sure you can assume, I wasn't really able to put in a good word for you. Silver Shield does not like you.
how bad are we looking at him not liking me?
Well, he wants to blow up the whole government, so
Well, not the whole. To be fair, not above game. Not the whole government. Parliament. The Duke's the Duke the Great Council of Four is still going to exist.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
I'm sure he'll blow up Parliament and be like, I'm satisfied.
That's what
I,
all power-hungry people
I
do.
actually don't want anything else. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, and right now, the Parliament appears are the ones that are going to elect you, but it seems most of the Parliament don't want to put you in, and that's the problem right now. So we need to start considering options of how to remove your competition.
Well, you did just capture the thieves who stole the hands of Minsk.
Yes, and we'll be publicly making sure that the patriarchs know about that, and if anything, that might make things worse. Because, they're the ones that gotta vote me in.
Mm.
But also, it's better than any other option. I'm gonna assume that you had other people you could have brought them to, because I know you've been doing other work. I'm not oblivious to that fact.
Yeah, everyone wants these kids.
Well, it's better than letting the mob have them. If you brought them to the guild or anybody else, they would have just hung the kids and called it a day. And if you brought them to Silver Shield, who knows? He probably would have framed some innocent individuals just because. So, really, y'all, really, even Silver Shield put y'all into a no-win situation.
Yeah. Also, should note, Silver Shield kind of knows we were responsible for blowing up the tower.
So he knows.
Yeah. So we got to figure out how to do this before he pits it on us.
That makes sense. He would. It makes sense that he would know, considering all the allies that he has involved with that. Based on what you told me, you need to provide evidence. You need to find actual proof of their involvement with this plan. Because if you can't, then I can't help you. Even if I'm on the council, I can't help you without proof.
Cool.
We could get him to sign a contract. Do you think he's that stupid?
Oh, you just said you'd charm him, right?
Sure, I could do that. I could charm him.
Just charm him.
No,
Easy.
no. You don't say that out loud. Or you do.
Well, I don't respond to that. I don't say anything.
Well, I don't.
Maybe
We
Malfoy
can
said
can
one.
say that shit out loud. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Why would he care?
Ravengard. Okay, well, when Mouser says that, Ravengard goes, no charms. This has to be done by the book. If you charm him, then it's just you framing him. We can't have that. It has to be done by the book, or
I'll
not at
fucking
all.
blow the book up.
All right. So let's reel it in.
Look, it has to be done by the book. Otherwise, you guys will be. I'll have to arrest you.
Above game. Did any recording devices exist in D&D?
I mean, there's probably there's probably some sort of spell, but let's see.
Because I mean, what would we actually be able to get as evidence other than something in writing, which he probably just won't give.
Something in writing, or make them confess in front of people who get nearby.
Right. Or like it's all he said, she said, you know, like
Let's see.
because like I get we need evidence, but like what actually exists that would be evidence?
Um, there is. Oh man, that's actually just a player thing, and I don't think that would be enough in a court. Because there's the keen mind feat, but that's a feat and would be specifically a player able to like accurately like recall something, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the closest thing to like getting a confession out of him would be like a zone of truth spell.
I don't have.
Yeah, it's. I think that's a higher. I'm trying to remember how high of a level that is.
Anybody got a scroll?
We buy one?
Zone of Truth is a. Oh, it's only a second level spell. 15
Oh, yes.
foot radius.
It's only wait, it's only a second level spell to make people admit literally everything? How does this work?
So, let's see. You could create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range, which is a 60-foot range. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there makes a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius, and you know what the spellcaster knows whether a creature succeeds or fails on this save, so you get to know. So this isn't a case of they succeeded, but you don't know if they're lying. No, you know.
And then they also know, right?
Yeah,
Like the one
I
of
mean,
the
I would think obviously if they fail, they would know. Yeah.
I feel like if they if they fail, right.
Yeah, because they're rolling, so yeah. An affected creature is aware of the spell, yep, and can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Uh, Such a creature can be evasive yet must be truthful. Hold on. An affected creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions. Oh, so it would just avoid answering, but that would be suspicious in this case.
Yeah.
Uh, so they can be evasive, but they can't just outright lie to you as an answer. Or even probably tell white lies. They just can't. They can choose not to answer, essentially. But if they do answer, they have to tell the truth.
I can't think of any other like solid
That's the only thing.
evidence
Yeah, that's the
thing.
only thing. Yeah, like that's the only spell I can think of that would be a evidence, but you would have to get him in front of court to do that first. Like,
And he's not gonna like do any of the dirty work himself. We're not gonna catch him in the act of blowing something up.
I mean, we could try
no.
to get him to confess while someone is nearby listening, but that'd be difficult.
I could talk to a bird.
I could get the Zone of Truth spell scrolled for y'all if y'all can find the evidence.
Okay,
Okay.
so
I
we
mean, that
need
would be the
evidence to
evidence.
get that evidence.
Yeah, because the more evidence we have, the better of a case, right?
That makes sense.
Do we have his eye stone number?
Well, if he's so bad at keeping it secret, then we're bound to find someone else that has heard of what's going on, that's willing to spill for coin or hopefully
Yeah.
just hating him.
We could sneak into his office or something. Where did you guys talk to him? In his office?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in his
Yeah.
office over in High Hall.
Maybe we should go break in.
I would also say look into that shipment. Talk to the
Mm-hmm.
talk to the
You have to
harbor
choose like
harbor
for you have
harbor
to find the
master.
ledgers for it.
Yeah, I will say it's unlikely. See, we can't direct. Right, the Flaming Fist can't directly help you with this. If this is going to work, that's yes, he is unfortunately correct there. I can't, and so that would mean you would have to probably sneak in and open the manifest, because the harbor master Namaran is a bit of a martinet, and he refuses to let anyone who isn't a civic officer peek at the manifest. So, and even I've rarely had to ask him. He's pretty trustworthy.
Could you make
Could we
one
just
of
like
us an officer?
yeah, like make someone else or just like disguise and look like the guy.
I mean, I guess I could promote y'all to, for now, as being honorary Flaming Fist.
I don't know. That
Why
feels
not?
weird.
Well, I was like, I don't even work for this company.
Yeah, I don't. Can't we
I'm
just like
down.
take their face?
Nope. I'm down. Promote me.
All right.
Let me go look at that manifest.
All right, then. I'll do some paperwork, set y'all off. He quickly opens a drawer and pulls out some like papers that have like armor requests on them, so that way y'all can have the uniform. And he hands them to y'all. That way y'all can look the part at least. Um, Actually, hold on. That brings us back to the problem at hand. Y'all can't be there as official Flaming Fist.
Why?
Because then Silver Shield will catch on.
Mm.
So we're back to the sneaking in.
We're good at that.
We have
Yeah.
to sneak in, but we got promoted in case it benefits us elsewhere.
Yes, I'll still promote y'all behind the scenes. I just won't. Y'all can't be there as an official Flaming Fist business.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Do we get like a little like crest or something that we can flash like FBI agents?
he goes ahead and gives y'all like little badges.
Hell yeah.
All right. With that, I guess we have a plan. You guys look into that. We act like business as usual, and we hopefully find enough evidence. I'll start looking into getting a zone of truth spell, so that way when we bring him to court with whatever evidence you find, we can just make him confess on the stand.
Deal.
All right. Because otherwise,
do we have to salute him now or something? Since we're
no,
Flaming Fist?
no. And he's like, because I mean, this is the only way to do it. Otherwise, it looks like we're committing a coup, which is what we're trying to stop. That's why it has to be by the book.
All right. What's
So we're headed back to the docks.
sneakery?
Sneakery.
I mean, at this point, it's we can say that y'all are. Yeah, I guess y'all are heading back to the docks. Yeah. Nobody has shown up as y'all get closer. No, you're still not close enough to sense, I guess. So I guess you still wouldn't know what's going on with Dongo.
Yeah, I have to be within 100 feet of him to be able to do that.
Do y'all stop by to check on the pets on the way, or you just keep going?
I'll give him some pets on the head.
Check on the pets and also see if Naevyel and Phoedele will come.
Nope, they're sleeping in today.
All that happened. Oh my god.
It's a long day's night. All right. So back to the docks. Good thing I did set that. As y'all are entering uh the the city, y'all are starting to hear word about a new law that has been set.
What?
There is now a new law in response to the growing disturbances of explosions in the upper city and people of people stealing hands from statues. Silver Shield and the other dukes have ordered the upper city's gates to be barred at 3 bells every day.
When is 3
That's
bells?
kind of early. Oh,
It's
that's like 3 p.m., right?
Yeah, it's 3 p.m.
The
What a
fuck?
weird time. Why not like 5 or 7? Right?
And let's see, currently it is let me see, do some math here. So, and then y'all traveled a bunch. 12. It's actually like 2. I think it's about to be like 3, actually. It's like pretty close.
Let's run.
Make it after 3 so I can flash my badge and feel badass.
Okay, we can make it 3. We can make it 3 cuz like y'all it was 7 a.m. when y'all started. And then it took like 8 to get to like the upper city. Y'all stayed in the upper city for a bit. Then it was 9 to get like to the docks the first time. 10 to like boat out all the way to Rivington. Y'all maybe waited an hour for Raven Guard, so 11. And then like 12 to get back to the docks, plus 3 hours from the recording. So like whatever happened during those times of you guys doing stuff. So yeah, it's 3. So yeah, 3 bells have gone off already. So like everything is shut down essentially. When y'all get in, by the time y'all get to the docks, like nothing's open. Like even the lower cities had to like close their stalls at this point, and the outer city as well. So like everybody's closed up for the day already.
So
And
the
the only
docks are empty?
uh, pretty much, other than like the most basic of like maybe like a few of the like crew members, but even then, like some of them have already probably gone to go to the Blushing Mermaid for the night.
That's
Because what else?
convenient.
Because what else are they gonna do, right?
5 o'clock somewhere.
I mean, other than maybe other than those that probably stayed on the ships to like get some rest or just play cards there, but they probably went to the once again they probably went to the Blushing Mermaid if they went to play cards. So
So where
I
is
mean
it
it.
we'd find the manifest we're looking for? Like in his office or whatever?
Yeah, it would be in the Harbor Master's office, which would be like near the front of the docks. Uh, and even the Harbor Master isn't really there now, because like even he's like, oh, what am I gonna do? Nothing's open. Can't be forcing people to unload from their ships, right? This does immediately create a really weird thing of like normally the ships would be completely unloaded by this like before everybody leaves for the day. But because of this new law, they only really got like half the shipments being like pulled off. Like average
Anybody
work.
smell any? Sorry,
No, you're good.
I was gonna say anybody smell any sulfur?
No sulfur.
Did we pass by? I forget. Did we pass by near Dongo?
No, because y'all had to come in from the opposite side. He's still all the way on the opposite side of the river. Let's see how far that is now. I mean, y'all aren't a mile out, I don't think anymore, but y'all are still pretty far. Uh, over 2,000 feet, so still pretty far.
Guess they'll just keep chilling there.
Yeah. So yeah, he's not even really there right now. Actually, no, he is. He's just chilling inside his office when y'all show up, and he's like, "Ah, heroes, it's a little late for y'all to be showing up, unfortunately, with the new curfew in effect." How can I help you?
We're here to check the manifest to find evidence against Overshield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any chance we could get a look at those manifests?
Are you civic officers?
Mouser immediately whips out the badge.
Zago, yeah.
All right then, and he starts to grab the manifest and pulls it out, and he speaks some. You see him like you see that it's actually magically sealed, and he starts to trace some marks on it with his hand, and then it opens. All right, boys, and Marlo, here you go.
Don't get to be one of the parents.
Boys and girls. Except there's like only one girl right now because the other two are sleeping.
Whatever.
It would have been factually incorrect.
Boys and girls.
Yeah, boys and girl. Yeah.
Alright, anyway.
Yeah, as y'all examine it, I need who's the one actually reading from it?
Thias can. Because
Okay.
he does know how to read.
All right. Thias, I need an investigation check from you. And anybody who also wants to look over your shoulder, you can give me an investigation check as well. It's just going to be a higher DC.
I look.
Sure, I'll try. I have high investigation. Not today. Natural 1.
That is a 20.
Okay.
Which one's investigation under?
It's
Fucking intelligence.
yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, you gotta be smart to be an investigator.
18. Let's go.
Okay. Not quite
That's
high
due
enough.
for today.
Yeah.
What?
Not quite high enough. But good. Not quite high enough though, unfortunately, for what I'm looking for. But Thias, as you're searching through it, you find a few irregularities, but only one jumps out at you specifically, and that's for many years. Fellow Gears Fireworks has imported 4 identical shipments per year of dragon dung, salt of yolk, and charcoal. And you recognize these as the key ingredients in manufacturing smoke powder. You all,
Do you
yeah.
tell the class?
Well, I'm trying to write that down before I
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah.
So that was the fireplace. That makes sense.
Alright, I kind of like point to it in the manifest and like gesture towards it. I'm like, this is definitely smoke powder being imported here.
And Marlo, you also recognize those ingredients as being correct for making smoke
Right.
powder.
Do you explain the ingredients?
That's over such a long amount of time, though. Like,
Well,
something happened?
here's where the irregularity comes in that Thias has found. A couple of 10 days ago, which is a week in D&D, less than a month after the arrival of the most recent regular shipment at Fellow Gears Fireworks, another consignment for 5 times the usual amount was received, with 2 similar shipments preceding it. The larger shipments were labeled delivered to H. So like H. Cope, Kope, in care of Fellow Gears, is what the label says. So delivered to.
Right.
I'll type it in so that way y'all have that. Put it in the gaming sidebar.
Well, that's suspicious.
And of course, y'all know where Fellow Gears is because y'all have also.
Is H Cope like a employee of Fellow Gears or something? Like it's saying deliver it to this guy at Fellow Gears. Is that what that means?
Yeah, it's saying delivered to this guy in care of. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
now whether that means he's an employee or something, y'all don't know at this moment. Like, obviously, that can be an assumption that you make.
Okay. Well, looks like we're going back to the Boom Boom place.
Should I get Dongo?
No.
Let's see, whose pocket would this have been put in? Oh, I misrolled. Where'd my D4 go? Oh no. Marlo,
Yes.
this keeps happening to you. You have a letter in your pocket that wasn't there.
This keeps happening to me.
Uh,
all right.
This one is from Corin, so he must have snuck it in your pocket before y'all left.
All right. What does it say?
It's addressed to all of you, and it says, "Adventurers, Baldur's Gate is a viper's nest of schemes and schemers. I wasn't born a rich idler. I started out as a poor adventurer like you. Adjusting to my new life in this labyrinth of gossip and intrigue was no easy feat. If you find yourselves in trouble, or needing help sorting the gate's heroes from its villains, my door is always open to you. But do me a favor, use the back door."
All right. Okay, so that's clearly some kind of like thing, but I rolled a 1 on my investigation, so I don't think I have the brain cells.
I mean,
interpret what that means.
I think it's as it appears. It's Corin basically offering a helping hand, basically going, "Hey, if you need help, then you can call on me."
I wasn't sure if the back door was like
It's more of like just don't make it obvious you're reaching out to me, because
right.
I think at this point we're kind of forced to trust Corin because he knows all our bullshit anyway,
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
regardless of whether we have reservations. He's kind of tied into all this, no matter what.
Especially since, you know, at this point he knows about the plot with Ravengard that y'all have against,
Right.
like,
And realistically, it feels like he'd have similar motivations, being a member of Parliament.
yeah, whether it's to survive or to actually do good for the city, who cares at this point in regards to Corin, I guess.
Yeah.
Y'all do also get a message from Ravengard on your sending stones. So because of the new uh, what's the word I used earlier?
Law.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say a different law. Yeah, curfew. That was the word I was looking for.
Ah.
The new curfew. This is causing problems already, and the day hasn't even gone through, right?
Yeah, a curfew of 3 p.m. is a little extreme.
So this is actually already causing problems with the Flaming Fist. Because this is messing up with officers specifically. Because generally speaking, officers obviously want to be part of the nobility, right? Because it's more of a political step than it is a military one. And Ravengard explains this in the messages, and he's basically like, so because of that, we need to have a response to this if we're going to, like, meaningfully fight Silver Shield on everything he's doing. So in response, he wants you guys, since you're already out there, talk to Namarin and use his friendship with Ravengard to raise the tariffs on fine goods shipped into the city. A luxury tax, essentially. And basically he
Alright,
wants,
I guess. Yeah.
yeah, and basically he wants you to talk to Namaran and basically confirm that he'll do that and make it official.
These, like, political petty squabbles are so dumb. Yeah.
Now, but what's funny is this is a response to the sumptuary law from a few sessions back as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, because that's also the problem is, like, these officers can't buy finer things to try to get into noble positions.
I
And
remember that.
so since these officers can't buy things to look nicer so they can get fancy, they can't, essentially they can't suck up to nobles to become nobles, right? It makes it to where the nobility just stays as the same people and no new people can become nobility.
Well, I mean, that sounds about right. Gatekeeping.
Yeah. Baldur's gatekeeping.
Ah.
Roll credits.
um. So yeah. So, do y'all want to talk to Namaran now while you're here, or?
If we're right here, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean he's already in front of y'all. Y'all are looking at his book, at his bookkeeping. Which, by the way, like, he is on the up and up. Like, he didn't hide any of that shit that y'all found. It was there in broad daylight. It's just nobody looks at it. Nobody thought twice. He's just like, oh, okay, more shipments of that stuff that we normally get at a smaller rate. Okay, well, I'll put it down. I mean, it's not illegal. It came in legally. It's just suspicious. Alright, y'all done with my book?
Yeah.
Very helpful, thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else I can do for you while you're here?
There is actually.
Oh, yes.
So, do you want? We kind of need you to help impose this tariff.
Is this coming from you or from someone else?
I love that so.
It's coming from our superiors.
So Ravengard, then.
You can make that assumption.
I would hope so, because if it came from anybody else, I wouldn't agree to it.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Do you have anything official I can look at? Just to confirm. Y'all have...
because he knows he's gonna want to do it.
Well, I mean, y'all also have the messages, is really what I'm...
Yeah, I mean, we already showed the
Oh,
photos, didn't we?
So I guess we can show him our stone.
You want to see our rock?
Yeah, look at it. Look at our text messages. This is what Ravengard.
How do you see the text on the rock?
I guess they
Right.
magically would, like...
You just sort of look at it and you like see them in your brain, or
I would think it's... I think it's like a magical, like, hologram, sort of like Star Wars tech.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Or maybe even cooler would be like it's written in the stone, so like you can pull up specific messages, and then like, and then the stone just goes blank whenever you don't want a message to be on there.
Oh yeah, it's like carved into it or something.
Yeah.
That okay, I like that one.
Yeah, that one's better. Let's go with that. We're making that the canon. What text messages look like in sending stones. Obviously, you can also leave voicemails, which is the usual use of a sending stone. But all right. So he looks at it and he does confirm. Okay, that is Ravengard's contact info. All right. Yeah. I mean, normally this would be the position of the Duke that would be associated with the Flaming Fist. Usually, me and that Duke are who come up with tariffs and taxation. But since, let's be honest, we know Ravengard's going to be that, going to take that position pretty soon. If the Patriarchs can, get their heads out of their asses. So, yeah. And the only way so yeah, we'll start a tariff on luxury items. The only way I'm changing that stance is if I hear from Ravengard himself. So, um, so that includes sending you guys. So while I appreciate this, he's the only one that can stop it now.
Well, sounds great.
All right.
You
So
have been very helpful.
well, and thank you. So with that, sounds like we're going to Fellow Gears next.
Waha!
Wahoo!
Is our normal stopping time.
Do we want to call it?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
hungry.
All right, sounds good. Then we can. This is probably a good stopping point, anyways. Y'all have done a lot today. So, what's
We
gonna happen?
certainly did a lot to Ravengard.
Yeah, I mean,
Poor man.
yeah. Are they going? Is the acquisitions party gonna be able to find the evidence they need? What horrible things are gonna continue to happen in this city? Because it seems nothing is ever, going the way it should. Um, are y'all going to end this little curfew as well while you're at it? I guess we'll find out next time, though. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to Like, follow, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff to the channel. If you really like our content, you can check out the Patreon, which is linked down below, where you can watch our content before it's released publicly on YouTube. You can also check out our Discord, which is also linked down below, so you become a part of our community with all of these awesome people involved. Unfortunately, this last Thursday we didn't do our usual movie night because the host for that one was not feeling well. But hopefully next time we'll get to. And what's going on with your game, Corinna?
We're gonna play.
Yeah,
Life has just been life. Yeah.
no, yeah. Normally though, you can find them on Twitch. Yeah, I'll let you do it if you want.
We are the Goblin Conspiracy.
Yeah,
We're fun and cool.
they're doing a Ravenloft, Curse of Strahd.
Yeah. I'm hoping to jump back into our normal campaign sometime this year. We're trying to figure out how and when to do that. But
Yeah, I'm enjoying it either way though, because I say this every time. I love your DMs for Curse of Strahd. I love it so much. I love the way they DM. It's amazing. So graphic sometimes, but it's needed.
Yeah.
For Curse of Strahd. Also, I'm there to make sure mics work sometimes.
Yeah, it's really appreciated.
So, y'all can chat with me while we watch them play D&D, more D&D. It's fun. It's usually on Wednesdays if they are playing.
Yeah, it's usually Wednesdays.
So, I think the time changes, but so I'm not gonna say a time, but
it's anywhere from like 4